Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is going to be another episode of SNTR Gaming News about the New World Winter Event release day. I got a great rundown of everything in the event for you right here at the start of the video, and we do it in this little segment, and then the rest of the video is a live broadcast. So if you like talk shows and sort of long-form content, hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss these live streams. This is an SNTR update. The New World Winter Festival has arrived, and we have a great rundown from newworldfans.com. The official New World Twitter account blasted this out. All of the things that are going to be in the event, how long it's going to last, and how you're going to get your most sort of benefit and items out of this festival. If you like these SNTR updates, hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss my live streams or my updates. Actually, my live streams are over on SNTR Gaming. So, the dates of the Convergence Festival start on December the 14th of 2021, and they go into the new year. January the 11th will be the final day of the event. Now, there are multiple winter villages, and their locations are in 4 different spots. Now, you can use the newworldfans.com interactive map to find them. One is in Everfall, one is in Monarch's Bluff, one's in Weaver's Fen, and one is in Brightwood. There are also 12 ice caves that you will be able to use for the various activities that are going on. This is how you're going to progress through the event, by the way. You need to do the winter event activities if you want to move through the event and get all the different items. The 12 ice caves, we've got western edge of First Light near the border of Cutlass Keys, southern Monarch's Bluff, eastern Windsward, southern Everfall, southern Ebonscale Reach, northern Brightwood, southeast Great Cleave, northwest Great Cleave, south Eden Grove, north Eden Grove, western Morningdale, north Shattered Mountain, and a partridge in a pear tree. Now, the actual activities fall into 4 activities, and each of them rewards the player with both winter tokens and event reputation. There's also a new quest line, 7 new quests for the holiday event that range from levels 15 up to 60. These quests will earn you quite a lot of reputation, so there's actually only 1 quest all the way to 60. Most of them are couched between 15 and 25, which I think is pretty telling about where most of the active player base is probably landing and where they probably envision a lot of these seasonal events sort of being established as a recurring thing. You have the Winter Convergence, Tree of Light, Joy Recaptured, and Gleamite Crystals. Those are all 4 at level 15, and then 2 at level 25, Yetis Abound and Wanderer Reborn, and then finally level 60 is the Winter Warrior. The Convergence Spirit is a special town project that allows you to complete special town project quests to upgrade each settlement's Tree of Light for improved daily rewards. Also, the Lost Present Recover. Lost Presents are located throughout Aeternum, and find them and exchange them for winter tokens at the Winter Village holiday huts. Now, progression through the event, once you begin the quest line upon visiting the winter villages, you will be guided through a series of holiday quests, and these holiday quests reward player XP, territory standing, Azoth coin, and event reputation. As you complete the quest and perform other activities, you will receive event reputation, and this is how you sort of work through it. There is 5 levels. There's Reveler, which is at 0 reputation. There's Celebrant at 1,000, Merrymaker at 3,000, Joybringer at 6,000, and finally Holiday Regent at 10,000 reputation. So you essentially have all of the various things that you can do throughout the quests, the activities, the caves, and you have the 5 levels of reputation that you can shoot for. So this should help you sort of understand the scope of it, how long it lasts, and the levels that you'll need to be if you're wanting to do the various quests. Hope you enjoy the New World Winter event. Be sure to check out SNTR Gaming, where I might be live streaming right now. And as always, here on SNTR Updates, hit subscribe and the bell button, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll see the rest of you right now. Thank you so much for being here. this morning, having just a great morning, honestly, getting everything ready for this broadcast, and good to see so many of you here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're not sure if we're going to actually dive in to any New World Winter event gameplay. We're not sure if the interest is that high, although I did see that the starting numbers seem pretty strong for New World, so maybe the New World folks are out in full force today. We tend to want to have some diversity on the channel, and something that we were shooting for today is maybe also checking out the Halo Infinite new modes, the update, and put that on display as well. As far as like, hey, let's check out this gameplay. So be sure to go through your morning ritual of smashing the like button. Get us our first 100 likes. We greatly appreciate it. You forgot the most importantly, stay rad. That's right. And most importantly, stay rad. Morning 14, get to Butter Time Zone. I'm not sure what you mean. Lurker in Chief, what's good, Splets? They come out today. The new modes in Halo Infinite are set to come out today. I'm not sure at what time. I don't know if they have an official time of day where those things get pushed out. I know like Tuesday is their day, but we don't know what time. Just want to say I love the podcast. I listen at work 5 days a week. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. I would give the single player a bit of time in Halo. It's great. I would love to go back and finish. I was enjoying my time in the Halo Infinite campaign, but I don't think people care. So, like, as a streamer, I have to consider that. Maybe just play it off stream. Derek says, is this the official graphics poster of the New World Winter event? Oh, the Yeti? Yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah. That's what he. This is what he looks like. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Hang on a second. There he is. We did the broadcast. Hang on, let's get this back to full screen. We did that Video Game Awards broadcast, so my stuff's not full screen and my camera's not cropped. There you go. Civilized Creature with 4 months of membership. Good morning, Lono and chat. Welcome back. So if you guys are interested in the New World Winter event release day, that is today. Let's just see here. Let's just see. New World Winter Festival. Will you check it out at all? Will you check it out at all? Yes or no? Are you going to play it at all? Are you going to boot up and check it out? I am curious. How many people are tuning in every day that are still playing or continuing to play? Or maybe we'll come back for this. I'd be watching for sure if you were going to play the campaign. I just worry that in general we have such limited time each day on YouTube that we can't really indulge like, well, Lono wants to play this thing or do this thing. We just don't have that luxury. We are just incredibly busy. There's all kind of things I want to do for the other channel, and there's other projects I want to work on. I can't see it. You know what I mean? It looks like an early PlayStation 3 graphics poster. I don't see that at all. Like this is pretty par for the course of graphics in most MMOs. Like most MMOs have to turn down graphical fidelity. So obviously he doesn't have like flowing fur or a mane like Geralt in The Witcher 3, but this is pretty on par for MMO graphics. They because it's a large world and shared and dedicated servers and all that. They've got to do quite a bit to make it run smooth. Yes to the poll. I'll be starting a new one on an EU server. It's worth the time to play, says ADJC. Oh, I'm happy to check it out if I have time. Little Timmy, first new member of the day. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Enjoy your dope badge and emotes. We love to see the membership climb here. We're inching ever closely to 400 members and getting another emote unlocked. Thank you for doing that. And the coffee orders yesterday have already been shipped. My wife was quick to print those and ship those a little bit faster than normal. So if you want to be the first coffee order of the day, I'll be checking my emails for those. So thank you everybody who is hitting the like button or subscribe or anything else. Thanks for the support of the channel. Make sure if you're becoming a member, you're jumping in the Discord, especially if you're a Halo fan. Friday night, we're going to be doing more Halo Infinite custom games. So that was a blast this last week. We also have a room set up for people who play New World. So if you're a fan of New World gameplay and you're looking forward to this New World Winter event, then that'd be a great place to try to connect with people. We are on the Eden server, and we know that you might not be there, but maybe you have a transfer token or something like that. Yo, what's good, Feed? I see you in the chat. I've never been into Halo, really, but I saw it was on Game Pass. I may have to check it out. Well, the multiplayer is totally free, and the campaign is on Game Pass, for sure. I'll watch Lono, check it out, and then decide. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, another one. That's right. Yo, good morning, Bell. Thanks for being here. In general, when I think of events like this, like the New World Winter event, I think these kind of things are fun. They don't have to be super serious. It puts snow everywhere, you know, for the people that are daily playing the game. It's a great way to, you know, give them that, like, I don't know, it's just fun and lighthearted. Not everything has to be like a serious, insane, crazy, you know, awesome event. Now, I will say that the Steam charts are at a concerning low level. In the last 24 hours, they've had a peak of only 106,000 players. So, you know, the game is in a rough spot. I do think this game is going to need two things. I think it's going to need a very, very clear content plan. I think it needs that. I also think this game is going to need a very, very significant, like, update DLC moment. I don't think they're going to just be able to crank out seasons or little piddly updates like Into the Void. Or, you know, the PTR is great, but again, I think they need a lot. And there's a really, really good interview that somebody put into the Discord where they said that they went too fast. So it's an interview with PCGamesN.com. I don't know why they put the N there. PCGamesN.com. New World MMO interview. We've made mistakes by moving too fast. Game director Scott Lane discusses the MMO's tumultuous start to life and the team's plans for the future. So they are definitely in full awareness of the fact that they have had a very, very rough start, and the game is honestly in a rough spot right now. There's just not a lot of people playing. I don't know if server mergers helped at all. I know they rolled out server mergers on the 8th. It does not look like that helped the player base numbers at all. I said once your 24-hour peaks start dropping below 150,000, that's when I get concerned. What are your thoughts on ESO? ESO is a really solid game. If you're looking for a really, really good MMO, it's a solid game. We can't really cover it because it's just such an established MMO on the platform. Everybody has their token, you know, ESO streamers and YouTubers that they like to watch and consume. So it's a gigantic waste of time for me to cover that game. We just get absolutely drowned. It would be like trying to become a Call of Duty, you know, streamer right now or YouTuber. It's just there's so many people already covering the game. It doesn't seem like the Steam sale helped either, but $10 off isn't exactly a doorbuster. Well, I mean, the New World server problems or the, you know, New World population problems is something that's been going on for a while. Mergers have barely even started. I thought they were doing them on the 8th and rolling them out. Did they do like what, like one area? Have they even been doing them all the way across the board, Christina? This is why I was really hard on them a week or two ago. It's extremely disappointed. They've done one, maybe two mergers. Yeah, listen, I can appreciate not wanting to move too fast. I mean, given this interview, the idea that, like, if we move too fast, we're going to make things work and we're going to jack things up. But, like I said when I ranted about this the other day. I was just like, I don't understand why you guys were slow on something that you knew was going to be required. It's like being surprised at, like, going camping and needing to bring a tent. It's like you knew you were doing an MMO. Thank you, Brett. I'm sorry I didn't call that out. Brett, thank you for renewing your membership. Wait, I did shout that out. I shouted it out. You might have just not heard me. Yeah, I said that one. I called that one out. Thank you for renewing. It shouldn't have been a shock that, like, hey, you know, New World server merges, you're going to have to do that fairly quickly, especially with the insane rise that they had and the fact that they had to respond by just literally spinning up more servers. Do you think New World will be an esports spotlight in the future? Maybe like a war between very good companies and prices and such? What do you think? They have an extremely long way to go with New World PvP. if they ever want to be considered like an esports thing, I don't even think that's something that they want personally. I don't think that's something that they're pining for. And secondly, if it is something that they're pining for, holy moly, do they have a long way to go with respect to like lag and glitches and exploits and bugs. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that's in their future. I really, really don't. I would say that if that is even remotely on their radar, they need to shelve that. They have about 1,000 other things that need to happen first with respect to the game's quality. I mean, you're not maintaining your player base, man. I defended the game in the first 4 weeks and said that a lot of people were misrepresenting the player base numbers. Because in the first 3 to 4 weeks of a game like this, yes, your player peaks and your daily concurrent numbers are going to drop. That doesn't mean that people are leaving the game. There were tons of people that ran with that narrative. I think they falsely ran with that narrative because that's what they do. They don't care about truth. They care about getting clicks. So, in my opinion, back then, there was no reason to be like, oh, this game is dying and the players are leaving, okay? Now, when you drop all the way down to where we are now, well, then yes, you could say there has been pretty mass exodus. But now we're talking about all of October, all of November, and half of December. Sure, after 2.5 months, you can make an assessment and see a clear pattern. 3 to 4 weeks in, comparing things to the opening week is just so disingenuous. 700 and something odd, it was like 770,000, I think, was the all-time peak or whatever. You can't compare to that. That's a fever pitch. That's not normal. Now, if you wanted to compare like weeks 2 and 3 with weeks 4 and 5, that'll give you a better idea of what trajectory the player base is where it's heading. Yo, the Danzatastic with 4 months of membership. Ayo, with Final Fantasy XIV on the rise, have you thought about covering that? Also, are you taking time off for the Christmas break? I won't be taking almost any time off for Christmas. I'll probably just take off Christmas Eve. Like, we'll be in town. So Christmas Eve falls on a Friday. So we'll see. We don't really do anything for Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day is a Saturday. It's kind of perfect for us because I can do a normal Monday through Friday work week. I would bet that it's not worth streaming on Christmas Eve because viewership might be really low. I don't know. We might do something special on Christmas Eve very briefly, and then that'd be the end of it. Yo, Doob's coming in with a brand new membership, and it's a gaming tier 2. I really appreciate you doing that. If you guys have never considered becoming a member on a channel, you can click the join button or use !join in the chat, and it'll give you a link to become a paying member. They start at $5 a month. You can join in our custom games on Friday night when we're playing something like Halo Infinite. Or if you want to get in the Discord and kind of like connect with everybody, you get increased access there. If you're new and just tuning in and you want an update or news about the New World Winter event release day, that is today. We are on the release date of the Winter Convergence in New World. And I broke down all of the information right at the beginning of the stream. If you want to rewind, it's like 4 minutes, and it's everything you'll need to know about the level requirements, where everything is located, how to get started, and all of that. Small community day, Christmas Eve for people with no family. Yeah, maybe we could do something like that. You know, I can't force it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll just have to see what we're doing. Last year I put on like the Merry Frickmas fireplace and just put on, copyright-free Christmas music for you guys if you wanted a place to hang out and talk to people. And I poked my head in every once in a while, so. It's not even winter yet. It's December 14th. When does winter officially start? I was an original VIP, says Doobs. I just had bad questions. Doobs, you had a different name, didn't you? And you said that you went by Doobs. I swear, are you British and your friends call you Doobs? Maybe I'm thinking of Goop. I think I'm thinking of Goop, like everybody called him Goop, like you got Goop on you, 21st is when winter starts. Oh, the Mike Doobie. Okay. I was pretty sure you had a different name. I think I'm thinking of Goop. And that's what he goes by, like his friends call him. And I think that guy's British. I was thinking of him. Another double O, word. Today is my youngest daughter's birthday. She is 4. Well, happy birthday to Kenpachi's 4-year-old. I hope she has a great birthday full of laughter and, everything that she wants. Birthdays are fun with kids. Holidays are fun with kids. Christmas. We had to get more Christmas lights for the outdoors. Like, it's a commitment. It's a commitment when you put Christmas lights up. It really is, because if you don't do enough, it looks super, super half-hearted. Like, I'll drive past houses, and I'm like, they just gave up about halfway through. They're like, oh, screw it. They got like one strand on their gutter. So we did the whole gutter all the way around. Then we had like a Santa Claus and a Mrs. Claus. And then we got like a nutcracker. And then I put some lights on the bushes. And I was like, man, now I need to do more because there's not enough. Like, it needs to cover the whole front of the house. So my wife got a bunch and ordered them or whatever. It's really fun. We add to the collection of our exterior lighting and decorations every year. We do a little bit more. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to boot up and play today. We'll see again what the interest is. If people are really wanting to see this gameplay, maybe I can show it off in the last hour of the stream or the last 30 minutes or so. We'll see, because if people are really jonesing to see what it's like, I do have a thumbnail and everything created for a second stream of New World Winter event gameplay, where we would just jump in and kind of show off some of it, how it starts and everything else. Maybe better just to have that baked into this stream. We'll see. One Strand family, I feel attacked. I'm telling you, I would rather not do it at all. You know what I mean? I'd rather not do it at all than just do like one strand, because it ends up looking terrible. Now, a lot of people have been doing this, and they sort of are cheating. They do one strand, and then they run a part of the strand off of the house to like a Grinch, like he stole all their decorations. I like that, where there's nothing on the house except for that. I think that's creative. Now, everybody's doing it now. Like, one year, I think I saw 1 or 2 people do it. Now, the other night, we saw like 5 or 6 people doing the Grinch thing. What's good, Brody? Thanks for the work and lurk, Brody. If I found the energy to put them up, they'd probably never come down. The ones on the gutter, it's really tempting just to leave them up there, because you don't really notice them that much once they're off, but they're kind of big. If they were smaller and white and kind of blended in, I'd leave them, but they're kind of the bigger size, and the strand is green, and I'm like, well, gotta bring it down. Justin says, what's up? Finally got my PS5 over the weekend and have been playing Demon Souls Remake. Bosses are so easy compared to the other Souls games, so after Sekiro, you should go back to Demon Souls. Yeah, I've had some people say that. If you're just tuning in and you have questions about the New World Winter event, be sure to hit subscribe so you can talk in my chat. Take our poll at the top of the chat. I do have an article. I might start reading some snippets here. New World MMO interview. We've made mistakes by moving too fast. The game director, Scott Lane, sat down with PCGamesN.com, and he discussed the MMO's tumultuous start with all of the things that they did. And they asked him, they said, what was the post-launch experience like for your team? And Scott said, it's been a learning experience. We've been humbled by the response to New World, and this has led to significantly more scale than we had in our alpha or public beta, and that surfaced some issues. We understand the importance of responding quickly, and we've been trying to fix issues as fast as possible. Early on, we were focused on fixing the issues that we didn't do a good enough job communicating with the players. This is something that we put a lot of effort into correcting, and we will continue to make it a focus. So there you go. Will you cover this situation? I'm not familiar with that situation. I don't even know who that is. We went around the porch, that's all, and the lights, we got turned the porch into a Christmas beacon. We are very, very close to, there's like 4 or 5 neighborhoods in Louisville that go nuts, and we're close to one of them. We're about, I don't know. It's like a 15-minute drive to one of the really, really good ones, and it's so worth it. You just drive through, and the people go nuts. It's a really rich neighborhood, so the houses are huge, and they just go insane. So it's fun. It's fun. You put on some Christmas music and just go look at Christmas lights. So, and that's one of the reasons I like when they do something like this New World Winter event. Like, I like it. I like the fact that, that they throw this kind of a thing into the game. What's good, Hex? This person has nothing to do with gaming, though. Well, Shervier, I've been covering more like cultural, cancel culture, all this kind of stuff. I've been covering that over on SNTR Presents. He falsely reported this type of a crime and was found guilty. Yeah, I don't know what I would say. He made a fake police report about being attacked. Oh, yeah, I'm not touching stuff like that, man. I'm not interested in that at all. Oh, that's the guy that Chappelle talked about. Yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, I don't have any interest in talking about that. I have a great video over on SNTR Presents premiering today where I speculate that I think Cloaksy might be the next person to leave the purple platform. So don't miss that premiere at 3 o'clock over there. Those premieres have been doing really, really well, and we've appreciated you guys supporting us over there. Just got one of those projectors that make it look like your house is covered with lights, has a timer, takes 2 minutes to put up. They don't look the same, dubes. When we were driving through the neighborhoods, we didn't stop by a single one of those houses. We didn't stop by a single one. So, every time we drove past one of those houses, it was like, oh, it's one of the projectors. And we would just keep on going. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee just now. A bag of Frickmas to Chris. Thank you, Chris. The first coffee order of the day. We've got the light roast, the dark roast, and the Frickmas blend. Guys, Frickmas blend's getting down to the final, like, we're past the halfway point as far as quantity goes. We are officially past the halfway point. And once it's gone until next year, all right? They've got samples coming to me for the Rageless Roast Select that we're going to do. But the Frickmas has been incredibly popular, so make sure you snag some now while you can. Our coffee makes a great stocking stuffer if you're trying to get gifts for some of your friends. Buy some for yourself. Snag an extra bag for some friends. He signed his purple deal in the last year, and they tend to run for 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. He might be looking to try to get out of it. We'll see. And Esports Desk speculated that he's not in contract anymore. So, if you're just tuning in, we want to hear from you. Are you going to be checking out the New World Winter event release date? It is today. Will you check it out at all? The audience, out of 230 votes, is mostly saying no, 60-40. Now, that's not terrible. Usually, New World updates do not land on the entire audience here. It's usually half the audience is like, yeah, I'm excited, and the other half is not. So the 60-40 split is not that alarming. He's not getting a YouTube contract. He's announcing something today. I really hope that he is. I truly do. If he announces a contract with YouTube, I'm here for that, dude. I'm totally here for that. Yeah, he has a huge announcement today. If you enjoy watching streams on YouTube, good things are coming. I've seen good things. I had a call with YouTube. They appreciated my feedback. They're trying to get me on some more calls right now. We're trying to schedule it. There's good things coming. So if you like watching streams on YouTube, they're making moves. And I really hope they locked him up in a contract. Not even because they need to, but to send a loud and clear message. Just keep thumbing your nose at that impotent platform, that purple platform. I'm excited and looking forward to New World info, even though I don't play yet, as well as all manner of variety. Well, thank you, Ink Sandy. I appreciate that. He's leaving. He wants to play with Doc. He's been posting with him lately. Yeah, when you got a guy shutting his stream down to play with Doc, yeah, there's something coming. Continuing through this interview. So there's an interview, if you guys are curious, by PCGamesN.com, where they talked about with Scott Lane about just how rough this launch has been. Another question here, they said, how do you juggle working on fixes alongside post-launch content? Now, this is good insight here. I've not read this yet. Hopefully we get some good insight, I should say. I've been getting a lot of Become a Channel Member ads lately, so hopefully they launch some sort of a partner program. That's good. We really need the membership here to... I honestly need it to almost double. We need to get... We got like 400. We're closing in, hopefully, on 400. We need 800 to $1,000. Like, we really need the membership numbers to go up. And the only way that happens is when YouTube makes it a focus and makes it worth it. Like, it's not really a focus. And that hopefully is a focus next year. That is something the Purple platform absolutely crushes YouTube at, is they are very good at their monetization and their chat experience, which I've provided that feedback recently. So Scott Lane here asking the question, how do you juggle working on fixing New World? So like New World fixes and all the New World updates alongside post-launch content. So a lot of people are curious when we're going to see New World DLC or a New World roadmap, right? So Ludwig been helping them? Good. he was such a great snag, and we are cruising our way to 10K subs. We just hit 9K yesterday, so I would love to be at 10K going into the new world. It's probably not going to happen, but it'd be great to be a 10K channel when they start launching all their new efforts, because when you're a 10K channel, you tend to get a little bit more attention than when you're right under that. We unlock new features and stuff. Detroit says, I played the crap out of New World. It's going to take a huge update and a content update for me to get back in. I said that this morning, Detroit. I said for New World gameplay to bring people back in, you need a really good content roadmap, and you got to drop like a big DLC. They need to. There needs to be a significant DLC that ends up getting dropped. You can't do this whole like little event, little this, little that, and then, you know, quit putting everything in the dev blogs. You're going to have to come out and really, really do a big press release whenever it's time to start moving and shaking. So if you're new and you're tuning in and you're excited about the New World Winter event, take our poll at the top of the chat. We greatly appreciate everybody being here. So I saw DM leaks and such about YouTube Premium getting free member join. I don't know how true it is. Valky Ray already hinted at that coming, Butters, so that seems like a total slam dunk. I told him on both of my calls, I was like, you have to understand something. If you gave people a free membership to my channel and I got paid off that membership and all they needed was YouTube Premium, I could sell YouTube Premium all day. It's easy, right? You get YouTube Music, you get ad-free viewing, something that the Purple platform took away from their Prime members. Just a little shade there. You know, little jab, little shade, little suck it. Anyway, the premium has ad-free viewing. You get YouTube Music, and then you get to support me with a membership. And you get emotes, you get a badge, you can join our game nights, you can get in our Discord. Brother, I could sell YouTube Premium all day long. It has so many perks and benefits. Ad-free viewing is just such a dunk. That's the whole platform, by the way. That's not just like on my channel. And when you're listening, I'm like video game radio, right? A lot of people throw me out in the background like video game radio. You can, if you're a YouTube Premium member, you pull up the stream on your phone, close your phone, set it down, and you can still hear me. I mean, it's just such a slam dunk, bro. It's just a slam dunk. If you want your streamers to really embrace the monetization of YouTube, that is such a great foundation to start with. Get people on premium. They won't see ads. They're supporting their streamer. They're able to hop around a lot more. It's not like really, really hard for them to click on recommendations and suggestions. It fuels that algorithm and the idea of like, man, discovery is so easy on YouTube because I'm not getting smacked in the face with an ad every second. You come from the Purple platform where every time you click on a stream, you get hit with 2 or 3 ads. Oh boy, will that feel like fresh air. Oh my gosh. Like, yes, please. So, I want to read his response here, though, with respect to, like, New World DLC or updates or content, right? He says, live is the top priority. If something is affecting players, it gets our full attention. We're still able to work on future content because the work is very specialized. For instance, the recent issue we had with in-game coin required engineers who understand that part of the code, while the Void Gauntlet update was handled by a different team comprised of gameplay engineers, designers, and artists. We will continue working on post-launch content and growing Aeternum, but the live build always comes first. We know we've had issues, and I want everyone to know the team has worked around the clock to solve them as fast as possible. That hasn't changed now that we're live. It will continue to be our #1 priority. We know it's super important to continue adding content and features, and we plan to do so for years to come. But our focus right now is to give the players in the world the best experience we possibly can. I can't stress enough how much we appreciate their patience while we've been working through these launch issues. So you definitely can hear that, like, this has just been really hard for them. Like, we got to maintain live. We've got this content coming. We really appreciate everybody's patience because it's been a rough ride. It really, really has. I've been on YouTube Premium since it was YouTube Red. It includes YouTube Music, so no need for a separate music streaming service. The genius move here, right? The genius move here is that what they can do is YouTube can turn it into a one-stop shop, right? You got your YouTube gaming, you got your YouTube music, you got your YouTube, .com. All of it's there for you. You know what I mean? You got everything you need. You want to watch gaming? You want some gaming streams? Come on in. No ads. Oh, yeah, you want to listen to some music? Yeah, open up YouTube Gaming. No worries. Here you go. Here's all the YouTube music. Oh, yeah, you want to look for some tutorials? You want to look for some uploads? Yeah, get on YouTube. Yeah, no ads. Just click on whatever you want. It's fine. Thanks for being here. Like, just an absolute slam dunk. I'm very excited about the future of YouTube. Super excited. As a live streamer who is very radio-oriented, oh my gosh, am I excited about what they're doing. Very, very excited. Now, this New World interview continues on PCGamesN.com, and they said, have you allocated more resources to testing patches? Yes. We've added more testing resources and launched the PTR. We've made some mistakes by moving too fast, and we're still finding the balance of speed and quality. Our goal is to give every player a great experience, and as a team, we get better every day at patching and testing. So there you go. Oh, yeah, they have TV as well. Yeah, you want to watch YouTube TV? You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Plenty of people work at computers and watch from PC. Mobile is the way for YouTube. Well, most of our audience doesn't even watch on mobile, actually. Interesting fact, I think 75% of our audience is desktop. I'm serious. Yeah, all those worker lurkers. All you homies plugging away on emails and spreadsheets and having to respond to Karen in accounting. Yeah, you're all on desktop. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're new this morning and haven't hit subscribe yet, consider hitting subscribe. I am a Safe for Work broadcaster. If you like daily video game talk shows like this, it's kind of like video game radio. You can sub in confidence. I'll hit your sub feed Monday through Friday. You can come in and listen and lurk. And you don't got to worry about the kind of language that I'm going to use because, again, I am a Safe for Work broadcaster. The bulk of our audience is desktop, almost 75%. Yeah, yep. Either slacking at work or slacking by not working. That's right. Second monitor lurk. Oh, yeah. I appreciate it very, very much. Don't forget the smart TV watchers. Yeah, we have a very, very large audience in South Korea on smart TVs. It's one person, and we have a huge audience in South Korea. We're super appreciative. Annyeong to all of our Korean watchers this morning. Thank you for being here. For show, Lono got me rocking rooftops. There you go. I wish YouTube TV came with premium, and that would be amazing. I pay for YouTube TV premium, and I double dip. Yeah, it'd be good to see some combos for you. Wouldn't that be nice, Baker? Like an all-in-one package? That'd be so good. You show up to my stream, you got a badge and emotes, you got your TV, you got your premium, you got all of it. You know what I'm saying? You never see a single advertisement. You know what I mean? Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, by the way. And Kill You, thank you. I missed your renewal. Kill You, been around since the beginning of time. I swear, one of the most faithful homies. Love you the best. Kill You with 11 months over here on gaming. Thanks for keeping your membership here. If you guys have never done a membership on a channel, consider doing it by clicking the join button. They start at $5 a month, get you a badge, get you emotes, increased access in our Discord server. You don't even have to use the Discord server, by the way. If I can see that you have a joystick badge in chat on a Friday night and you want to play some Halo with us, it's real easy to get you in because I can see that you're a member, all right? YouTube Premium is worth it just for no ads, but I wouldn't complain if they added more features. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they've got some more. Ink Sanity with 7 months of membership. Welcome back. I love seeing all those renewals. Now, in the realm of testing, this New World interview, if you're tuning in for information about the New World Winter event release date, it is today. It runs until January 11th. The beginning of the stream has like a 5-minute breakdown of everything you might need. Take the poll at the top of the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Are you going to be checking it out? We've got over 300 votes. It's about a 60-40 split. That's not alarming for this audience. Our audience is usually about a 50-50. Yes, I play New World. 50% no, I don't. They're just here because they think I'm so good looking. Like they must tune in every day to get their daily dose of a scruffy beard that has a missing patch in it. But we're not alarmed. I'm not alarmed by the poll results like at all. Make sure and take the poll. If you're new and haven't clicked subscribe yet, be sure to do that, and it lets you talk in chat. Scott Lane going on in this interview to say, nothing hurts more than problems in the live play space. We've put so much energy into giving players a great experience, and it hurts when we fall short of that. We will continue pushing as hard as we can to deliver a great playing experience. So, do YouTube creators still get paid? Yeah, if you're on premium, don't worry about me, homie. Don't worry about me. Like I said, I will frickin' push premium all day long if they give you a free membership to my channel. And if I get paid on that membership, homie, I'm going to get you on, I'm going to get everybody on premium. TV watchers who also chat are giving you 2 viewers for the price of 1. That's right, that's right. Yeah, put me on every device in the house. You know, does your toaster have a screen? You know, does your refrigerator? Just get me on all those devices, okay? I would be echoing through your house, right? Yo, thank you, Hellfire. Yep, I'm here. It makes your teeth look discolored. LOL. Oh, my beard. Yeah. Premium also gives you test features. Currently trying a heat map on the timeline that shows you where people have been watching. Oh, really? Ooh. John Thybod coming in. Another new member. We love seeing those new members. Thank you, John. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You're dope and deserve dope stuff. Welcome to SNTR Gaming. Appreciate all those new members. Once we get to 400, we'll have to figure out what next emote we want to unlock, because we need like 40 or 50 more members to get to 400. So we need a bit of a run. We're hoping the gifted memberships come too. That's a big help. If you're tuning in for the New World Winter event, we may do some gameplay if you're interested in seeing it, okay? If you're interested in seeing it. However, I'm reading through an interview right now. Game director Scott Lane sat down with PCGamesN.com. We want to give them credit for what we're reading here. PCGamesN.com. And they sat down talking about the, post-launch, what's it been like for New World? Where's the New World DLC? All right. For me, it's more like, where's the New World roadmap? I would love to see that. I think that's incredibly important right now. I think that's arguably more important than really anything else. Oh, there's an update. I'm going to queue up New World here for the update, just in case I do end up wanting to play for you guys. Now, the interviewer said, how disruptive have exploits been to your plans for server balancing? And he says, exploits have been very disruptive. So pretty much every week there was another New World exploit, right? Every week it was like New World coin duping, like a new way to do it every week, okay? For those of you that maybe haven't been keeping up to date with this game, it was very consistent. Every week they were having to like shut down the trade house and everything else, right? So, exploits have been very disruptive, and we've had to put a large amount of our team's focus into correcting them. Stopping the exploit from happening and then going back and removing all of the affected items from the economy are both time-consuming tasks. The percentage of players and companies using exploits is extremely small, and the vast majority of the advantages they've gained were temporary. Even though the percentage of cheaters is small, they can have a huge impact on player perception. It's no fun playing and earning something when someone else is perceived to use an exploit and get it faster with less effort. The team is committed to maintaining a fair playing field for all players, the majority of whom are not interested in using exploits. They just want to play and enjoy New World. So it is clear that, and listen, let's be fair about it. Every time I saw another New World exploit, it was disheartening for two reasons. First, the player base is just partially to blame. But then at the same time, I'm not going to wail on a player base that finds cracks in the wall. That's just what player bases do. It's your job to ensure that that's not possible, all right? If a bank has really terrible security system and some dude just walks in and walks out with a bunch of money, yeah, he's the bad guy, but like also you made it really easy. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between somebody doing something criminal and somebody finding an exploit in a game, but you get the point. It is your responsibility as the developers to ensure this won't happen. There is a constant in gaming, and it is this: players will find and take the path of least resistance. You must patch and you must stop exploits from happening. If you don't do this preemptively, you're going to be in the scenario that this gentleman just outlined, that like, yeah, it really stinks, it really slows us down, right? So if that's going on, then it's going to hurt all of your other plans. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee, 2 bags of Frickmas to Ion. Someone named Ion. Thank you, Ion. Second coffee order of the day. For those of you that don't know, if you order any of the Rageless Roast, this is ours. You're not going to some other company. This is in my home. My wife and children ship this to you. You get cute little drawings from my kiddos. I'm not getting some kickback from some company. So we got multiple flavors. We got a light roast and a dark roast, and then we have the holiday blend. All of these coffees have balanced acidity, which makes them incredibly drinkable. You can do French press, you can do cold, you can do whatever. They're very drinkable. They go well, you want them black, you want it with creamer. So snag some today. It makes a great stocking stuffer. That's mine. Like I'm not being paid to say that. It's my company, all right? That's my coffee. Cheaters are kind of running real-time game testers that are constantly trying to break the game. Think of it as more free-range, unpaid quality testing. I really appreciate that outlook. Like, hey man, you got cheaters in your game? Well, count your blessings. They're basically a free quality control department. And to a certain extent it is. What's the holiday one? Well, around here, a tradition that we started, because I say frick. Like, what the frick? We say Merry Frickmas. So the Frickmas blend is a Mexican-sourced bean. It's a medium-bodied coffee with bright seasonal crisp finish and balanced acidity. This is our most popular flavor right now, and when it's gone, okay? We'll bring it back next year, all right? And we hope to, sometime in the new year, have a select flavor that's going to be a little bit more pricey, but it's going to be excellent. It's going to be a little bit, up there. New World again. Well, the New World Winter Event release date is today, and I went through all of the things that are in it. It's newworldfans.com is a great, resource. Is a great resource, and they had like a great breakdown of everything in the New World Winter Convergence is what it's being called. So the Winter Convergence lands today. It goes until January the 11th, and I outlined all the details. Now, there's a poll at the top of the chat whether or not you feel like you're going to dive in, and closing in on 400 votes, so if you're new, that gap is closing. Usually it's a 50-50 split with this audience, right? It's usually a 50-50 split where half the audience is like, yes, I'll be playing, and the other half is not. It's moving closer to that, because now it's 58-42 instead of the 61 that it was earlier. It was 61-39. So it's getting a little bit closer. We're also reading through an interview, New World MMO interviews, about like they made some mistakes by going too fast on PCGamesN.com. All right. Here's another question from the interviewer. The Void Gauntlet is particularly exciting as it introduces more variety when it comes to healing. Are you happy with how healing is currently balanced for PvP and PvE? So this is a good question. This is not a softball. We think healing is in a good place right now for PvE. For PvP, we're excited about providing players with more ways to counter healing. Going forward, we have no shortage of weapons that we'd like to add to New World. The bar is pretty high though, and we have to make sure that they are up to the quality level our players expect and that they don't disrupt the delicate balance for both PvE and PvP. Balancing and tuning both current and new weapons is something we expect to do for the entire lifespan of New World. Has the release been announced yet? It's supposed to be in the game today. Have they not? Is it not in the game? I could check their Twitter. It's weird that they use an external website, not their own website, to break down all the details. They have it was like newworldfans.com that broke it all down. Their official Twitter says nothing today. So it just says that it's coming today. They tweeted the newworldfans.com, and I don't know. It's one of those places. It's one of those things where like I don't know really how they're handling it. You know what I mean? I'm afraid player expectation has gone way down. Well, the New World population is low. I checked the numbers. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. That doesn't mean they can't bring things back around. This interview makes one thing clear. So let's not do sky is falling. I don't like doing that. Let's not do sky is falling. The fact of the matter is that they are committed to this game long term. Right? They're committed long term. They're not going to be like, well, player base didn't go where we wanted it to. I think they had a strong enough I was going to snag some coffee and the government blocked it due to it being alcohol. I can assure you our coffee is not alcoholic, but what on earth? Okay. I don't want to do sky is falling, okay? They're committed to this game long term. I think they had a very, very strong start and a strong foundation. I don't think there's a concern that they're going to like walk away from the game. So let's continue to read this interview, PCGamesN.com. The interviewer says, what areas of PvP and PvE have you identified as underdeveloped? These are great questions. This isn't like some softball puff piece. There are a couple areas we are focusing on now. The first is endgame. We have to do a better job of driving players to all of our endgame activities. Right now, they are being driven towards a very small portion of our endgame mechanics, and it's rightfully leaving them wanting more. We also need to improve the experience in the early and mid-game, especially for solo players, and we've already begun working on content for that. So solo players, take heart, all right? New World solo gameplay. If you're a solo player, we also need to improve the experience in the early and mid-game, especially for solo players, and we've already begun working on content for that. Now, be careful here with your expectations, because he makes it very clear that he is talking about mid and early game. He doesn't mention the end game, okay? He doesn't mention the end game. He's talking about the early and mid game. So if you're a solo player, I mean, he's not saying it, but he kind of is saying it, that the end game's not really probably ever going to be built for you, okay? It just isn't. It's not going to be built for you. You're not going to be able to really have a good time. Red Rocket says, game is a joke. Logged in. My faction's missing. Dominant faction occupies 90% of the territory and off limits. I played for an hour and saw all of 2 other players. World changes unavailable. Yeah, if you're not in a good server, this game rises and falls on being on a good server. Daily shout out to all my CyberSec nerds for having their lives destroyed by Log4j. I saw a meme about that on Reddit. Our goal is to keep responding to what players ask for. Feedback from players will continue to help shape New World's direction. So they're not shy. They want your feedback. If you're tuning in and you're interested in the New World Winter event release date, it is today. You can take the poll at the top of the chat. Let us know. Are you interested? Will you be diving in? We're interested in meeting you and seeing your comments in chat. I try to respond when a new person says something in chat. Let me check and see if this person has said anything. I'm looking. I'm not seeing. I never want to shout them out until they say something, so I'm not going to call them out by name. But when I see new subs on my dashboard, I make sure to respond to you in chat. So if you're new, I like to get that introduction. Interviewer says, could you tell us about the evolution of the territory system and how the concept changed during development? This is a great interview. The idea of players owning land has been around since the early days of New World. Over the years, it has evolved from owning small settlements into holding larger territories, and eventually, we tied in the faction gameplay mechanics too. I think the progression was pretty natural. When we had just settlements, we quickly found it wasn't fun losing your settlement when you were logged off or sleeping. This took us down the path of adding war mechanics to ensure fairness. Then, as Aeternum grew, we had to decide if it would be better to have massive companies or some type of faction system. There's something cool about keeping companies limited to a relatively small size so you can know everyone. There's some science around the number of people you can be friends with and acquaintances with in real life, so we decided to go for mid-sized companies and introduce factions. We realize there are risks of faction imbalance, and we have some potential solutions ready. These changes also come with some other open world PvP benefits, and so far it's working out really well. This is one of those systems that will require close monitoring over time and will definitely need adjustments as we go from theory to real life. So it seems like if you're frustrated by, New World territory control or, the New World PvP gameplay content loop right now, they're not ignorant to the fact that players are not happy with that element of the game. Panda says, I'm definitely excited about the event. I like holiday events like this. I'm a sucker for them. I don't need much in a game like this. I'll boot up and be like, oh cool, the Christmas lights and the snow, and let me go get some presents, and let me go kill a New World Yeti. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about it. I'm pretty easy to please in these types of games. Like, I don't need all that in-depth stuff all the time. Now, I do think they need a content plan and a roadmap, and they need some significant... A New World DLC is desperately needed right now, not some little piddly update. I'm talking about like a real substantive DLC, right? It is needed, but I'm a man of simple tastes. Like, I can enjoy, the basic little winter events and things like this. The gypsum and aptitude model will definitely keep me busy. TBH, the winter event aesthetics and checklist of things to do daily reminds me more and more of another game. I'm telling you, when the New World PTR update hit, and they announced, it was a second update actually, and they announced this winter event, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, wow, this certainly feels like another game. And when they've got 7 things to do for people in the game, and only one of them requires you to be max level, most of them are levels 15 and 25, I'm like, that is very interesting. That's very interesting. Almost as if this was built for the mid lane players, and the mid lane players are falling into those level structures. There's only one thing for level 60s in this event. Server balancing should be a higher priority than DLC. Well, he says that, Reckless Gambit. So this game director agrees with you. He says that the live environment is more important than content being added. He says that. So their goal is to make the live environment as good as possible, as quickly as possible. But he's also said, we've made mistakes by moving too quickly. We've made mistakes by going way too fast, right? Permission to outcast anyone who posts spoilers. I'm going to have to go on social media sabbatical after Thursday. Oh, I mean, yeah, if you... Torchwood, listen, if you come into the Discord, you don't have to worry about that. If you go into YouTube chat after that date, you're taking your life in your own hands, and I can't protect you, right? It happens. So, you don't got to worry about the Discord, though. If you're just tuning in and you're interested in the New World Winter event, we are discussing it. The first 4 to 5 minutes of this stream, I broke down everything. NewWorldFans.com had a great breakdown, and we definitely want to make sure you guys get that information if you need it. It's getting 100% on Tomato Meter. Oh my gosh. Woo! Woo! Let's go. All right. Continuing this interview, the game director sat down with PCGamesN.com answering questions about the ongoing struggles of New World, and the interviewer says, now that territories have been claimed and many people have reached the level cap, how are you hoping to support the pioneering sensibilities of the player base going forward? There's a bunch of things we're doing. We're creating new expeditions for players to explore. We have new antagonists like the Varangian Knights. We have lots of new quest types being introduced and more dynamic content and events happening in the world. The initial land rush is a very small part of the experience, and Aeternum's landscape is changing all the time as different companies and factions take control of different parts of the map. So far, we've only seen a portion of Aeternum. We don't have any hard limits on the size of this world, at least none we're concerned with yet. And we aren't restricted by server population limits either. I'm really excited to watch Aeternum grow and see how players respond as we uncover more of its mysteries. Again, you can sense here, right? You can sense underneath the surface, they've got big plans. They have big plans for New World. Like, New World DLC is coming. Not only that, his language here I think is very, very important. We don't have any hard limits on the size of the world, at least none that we're concerned with yet, and we aren't restricted by server population limits either. I'm really excited to watch Aeternum grow and see how players respond as we uncover more of its mysteries. Like, there is more here. You can sense it in how he's like, we really appreciate everybody's patience. You can sense that this has been a frustrating experience. This has been a hard experience with updating game, adding things to the game, and doing all of that in the midst of like insane demand. Like the game had really, really crazy high demand, and clearly they're they're trying to meet the live game's problems, and every other week another New World exploit had to be shut down and patched, and that has to be frustrating. That has to be really, really frustrating when you're just wanting to expand the game and roll content out of it for people to have fun. Do you know when it's going to start? They didn't give an official time. The article I read was on newworldfans.com, and the New World Twitter account promoted it, but there's no mention of time. I downloaded an update this morning, so in a little while here we could boot up the game and take a peek at what exactly is going on. We'll see if it's in the game yet or not, because that's one of the dilemmas with a game like this. This has been one of my dilemmas with New World's sort of updates and how they get their news out. It just isn't clear. It's about as clear as mud sometimes. Like, what? Okay, so you didn't post this on your own site. You used newworldfans.com. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not on your website. There's no information on your website about start times or about where to go or what to do. Okay? So unless people follow you on Twitter, they have no idea that website exists. So it's fine to give another company the story. It's fine to give another company hey, we're gonna let you guys run this first. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I'm not against that. That's totally fine. But anybody who's just going through the normal news channels of New World's website is going to be like, when's this thing start? Is it today? What time does it start? Again, we don't have that information because of how they've handled I've been pretty disappointed in how they've handled a lot of the New World updates. I just don't think they've put them front and center in a good way, and I think this is another example where it's totally fine. Let them run that news article. Let them have the first 48 hours, but now you got to put it on your own website. You need to have the communication channels for New World are not where they need to be. They're not bad. They're certainly not good. They're somewhere in between, right? Does the interview ask if there's a reason they don't post consistently on Twitter? Let's go on to the next question here. PCGamesN.com sat down with the game director of New World and is asking, I think, very good questions. This is one of the best interviews I think I've read about games. They're just asking, I think, very good questions. Would you ever consider starting up fresh servers so people can experience the initial gold rush again? I know players have asked for this, and it's something that we're talking about. I like the idea of some sort of seasons mode where you don't bifurcate the player base, but at this point, these concepts are in very early discussions, and any news is far from the horizon. Well, let me give you some feedback, New World. Let me give you a little insight into something really, really cool that you could do, okay? Let me give you a little insight here. Look at what No Man's Sky has done with their seasonal... Now, you can't use expeditions because New World has their own expeditions. Their seasonal expeditions thing that they do is actually very cool, okay? It's actually very cool. And you could certainly learn from that. I've never seen Steam put one day before. My countdown, okay, it's gone. It was literally verifying the update on Halo Infinite, and it literally has 1D instead of 28 hours. It puts 1D for 1 day. Like, holy frick. Unbelievable. So that's what I would do, is if I was the New World devs, I would say, look, you could launch a seasonal experience, and people would basically log into the server, and they log into that server, and it'd be a fresh server, fresh start, and they could run a character on that server for a month, At the end of that month, any of the cool, dope stuff that they've earned, they could hand that over to one of their main characters, whether it's cosmetics or probably cosmetics, more than anything, right? That's one of the cool things that they have done with the No Man's Sky Expeditions update. Really, really good. How big is the 1D? It's big enough. It's big enough. So the fact that players are asking for fresh servers to experience this is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. And I think it could lead to some cool ideas. Not anywhere in the near future, though. Nowhere in the near future. Okay. Players are restricted to one character per server. Is there any concern that without alt accounts, server populations might age over time? His answer is, we have no immediate plans to raise the level cap, but I'm fairly certain we'll entertain those thoughts in the future. Because of our faction and territory control systems, I do think we'll see players creating second characters on other worlds because the experience could be very different. Yeah, so you could certainly see, I don't think this is a pressing issue though, like creating a secondary character. Will there be new content for lower level players to access while leveling? We understand that some players would like to focus more on solo gameplay, and we're going to make that viable through alternate quest lines and more solo-oriented gameplay. That's good to hear. What other quality of life changes are in the pipeline? We just introduced a big one that players have been asking for, which is that players now run faster when on roads. Looking into the future, we're working on ways to help connect players who are looking for expeditions and adding more quests and crafting markers. There are also map improvements coming and much more. Most of this comes directly from player requests through the forums, in-game feedback, or Reddit. And for all those who have been asking, we're planning to let players access their inventory while running. Oh, golly, that's so nice. So that interview was done by Jen Rothery, Deputy Guides Editor over at PCGamesN.com. The interview titled, New World MMO Interview. We've made mistakes by moving too fast. Game director Scott Lane discusses the MMO's tumultuous start to life and the team's plans for the future. So if you guys are tuning in for the New World Winter event release date, it is today. We don't exactly know when. Let me boot the game up, actually. Let me just boot the game up and see what's going on. I've not booted the game up in a while. 24, yeah, 24 hours. That's how big it is. That's right. Updates today. It's supposed to be. I downloaded an update literally just a moment ago for New World. So let me load the game up and see what we're staring at. Everyone who's on a dead server and has a transfer token, come join my company on Kalnagor. It's a healthy server with good balance of companies and territories spread out amongst all factions. So Deadly Dad Gaming saying that his company and server, Kalnagor, might want to check it out. We have a Discord as well, and we have a place where we hang out. We hang out on Eden, which is a North American server. We hang out on Eden, and thank you and welcome to all the new subs this morning. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it very, very much. YouTube's doing something weird as well. If you guys leave comments and you don't see them on this channel, I don't do that. I don't filter comments or criticism or questions. Like if you're watching like a past broadcast or something. I just noticed this morning there were like 6 replies that people had posted, like either replies to me or other people, and they were like 3 weeks old and they had gotten filtered, and I didn't see them until today. Like usually I check every day to be like, okay, are there any filtered comments? Are there any new comments? I try to respond to the ones that I think warrant a response. I don't know. Purple's dominating on Kalnagor. Well, maybe he's in purple, you know? Maybe he's in purple. This guy went over to Presents to be like, man, there's all this great stuff happening in Destiny. Why aren't you covering it? I said, I called him the B word. I said, leave. Just leave. I've used my freebie already. The PTR patch notes said the event would begin on 12/14 today, but I checked it out again and it's been removed. I mean, they literally had they had a website. Look, the only thing in the game right now is this. Public Test Realm. Learn how to join the PTR. So this is their latest news update right here, okay? Now, clicking this should not take me out of the game. That's my personal opinion. That should be baked inside the game. If I click on that, it takes me out into a browser, does it not? Okay, we'll come over here, and... all right. Let's get in the game, and let's see if anything's going on. Let's see if anything's going on. The filter notification has been missing for a few days, too. They must be doing stuff in the background, creature. I was like, this guy replied to my comment 3 weeks ago? What? And it got filtered? You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy must think, like, I'm a total douche. He's like, well, I replied to you, and you just hid the comment or deleted it? You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not me. YouTube's doing weird stuff. If you're tuning in for the New World Winter event, we're taking a look to see if it's in the game yet. I downloaded an update in Steam, so I don't know if that update was it or not. Love the new content, your coverage of games. Keep it going and growing. Thank you, Killshot. I appreciate that. We are inching ever closer to 10K subs. We really need 10K subs before we get to January, and we just crossed over 9K yesterday. The really encouraging thing is even when I'm not live, we're getting subs. Like, people are even enjoying the VOD content. I think people really enjoyed the VOD about Bungie yesterday. I posted a highlight on Twitter this morning that people should probably watch and support and spread. Okay, I am in the game right now. Now, I don't see any snow, and I'm fairly certain Ebonscale is supposed to have snow. Is it not? This is one of the areas where it's supposed to have stuff. Let me go back to my article here. Let me go back to my article. You begin the quest line upon visiting the winter villages, and you'll be guided through a series of holiday quests. All right, let me go look at where the winter villages are. Everfall, Monarch's Bluff, Weaver's Fen, or Brightwood. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh golly. Still doing well. Purple's got four, and orange has got 5, and poor green's got 2. We're purple, so we're all right. Is Brightwood one of the locations? It is. It is. Now the map that they had. Let me get that map pulled up, because New World fans. Let's see where the winter village is. Okay, it's in it's on the border. Is it nothing wintry out right now? Okay. Yeah, it's in between Brightwood and Ebonscale, like a big almost like a castle on the map. No villages on the map. Okay, so it's not in the game yet. All right. It'd be really nice to know what on earth is downloading stuff right now. What is going on? What is happening? Oh, it's the newworldfans.com. They had like an embedded streamer. Embed your stream here. It's a legal way to view bot. All right. Well, we'll just keep ourselves here. I'm in Brightwood. And if it gets put into the game, we will obviously check that out. I'm still not 60. Be a really easy way to get to 60 in the game. Be a really easy way to get to 60 in the game by just running this event and like doing the cool things and going and playing all the stuff. So Marvel's Avengers has an update. No thank you. Planet Zoo, no thank you. Yeah. We'll update. Escape Simulator's got an update. Oh, maybe they've added some more rooms. The date of the event is today. Surprised the New World banner isn't a top scroll. Oh, isn't that this scene? I think it's this scene. Shoot. Hang on a minute. Hang on. My camera is just not set for this. Like my scene's not exactly built for this anymore. As I tried to add some trim and lights and forget it. It's not worth it. That scene's not ready. That scene's not ready. I like the scroll. I got to go back and get more trim. I got plenty of rope light, but I didn't get enough trim to cover the whole bottom of the wall. Careful how you pronounce this. It sounds like an elaborate stream troll. Well, he's a longtime member. He's not streaming. Cal Nogor is an actual place in the game. I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're saying. Sorry, Lono. I'm actually all out of hang on a minute. Sorry about that. Right. That's fine. That's fine. Let me help you out. I don't want to see your crap anymore. Extremely easy. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just checking on something. Closing that. It's distracting. You have a bunch of rested XP. Do 4 or 5 town board missions and you'll get to 60. Yo, BM with a brand new membership. Thank you so much, man. Oh, I'm sorry, not a brand new. That's a renewal. Enjoy the blue joystick. Welcome in. If you're new and haven't hit subscribe yet, we are here Monday through Friday doing a talk show, and it's usually variety gaming news, a lot of New World coverage, coverage of Halo, custom games of the community, Elden Ring once it's out. We've been playing through Sekiro. We cover From Software games on Friday. I am safe for work, so you can hit subscribe in confidence. Hit subscribe, hit the bell button. I'll be in your sub feed Monday through Friday as a nice video game radio sort of talk show. Throw me on in the background. Since I'm safe for work, you don't have to worry about listening to me with people around. Unless they're offended by words like heck and frick, you'll be okay. So yeah. Distorted, I've got an extra can of Shut Up and Wait if you want to borrow it. Hurry Up and Wait. Hurry Up and Wait was always the thing that growing up, we'd go to like youth events and they were like, you got to hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. Oh, it was so annoying. It was always so annoying. Hated it. Hated it. December 11th. This is a second quick fix for the menu cursor issue in case you have issues. Quick fix for you. Omega update. Omega update is out now. 3 new rooms. Gamepad support. Oh, okay. So Escape Simulator just continues to add good things. We'll have to return to that maybe one day. That is a really, really fun little game. Very, very fun little game. Escape Simulator. Pick that up and play that with a buddy if you're into PC gaming and you don't mind mouse and keyboard. It's definitely better mouse and keyboard, but they've added gamepad support. 3 bags of dark roast to Zubair. Oh, man. The people of Maryland are in danger of Zubair or Gojira becoming a problem if he doesn't get his dark roast soon. He needs to get restocked. The people of Maryland are safe once again. Thank you. I'm curious, do you guys think like games doing this, so like the New World Winter event, do you think this is happening too often in games? Is it just par for the course now? Do you want to see more, less? What do you guys think about holiday events like this? It's about a 50-50 split on the poll. The New World Winter Festival, will you check it out at all? It's a 55-45 split, so closer to 50-50 than it initially started. I just heard 3 bags of dark roast and my brain said Zubair. Zubair says, they really are. I thought I had an extra bag. It's going to be close. MD have us to worry about when we don't get our coffee? That's right. That's right. Trek and Yomi looks like a cool little title. I've not seen anything about that one. I have not seen anything about that one. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button as well. Strong turnout today. We haven't covered New World in about a week. We try to cover it with regularity, and obviously we felt like today was the right day to check it out. The New World Winter Festival release is not in the game yet. It isn't. We just booted up and checked. It's not there yet. It's good to have seasonal events in MMOs. Ponglyph says, I think when you have live service, it's a given. One of the founders of New World News just said it's not happening today. As long as there is not an event every 2 weeks, it's fine, says Straggy. Welcome, Straggy. I used to love GTA's holiday event. Oh, it's a game with a... Trek and Yomi is a side-scroller Tsushima vibe? All right, you have my attention now. Hang on a second. Now I got to look this up. Hang on. Trek. Oh, Trek to Yomi. I thought it was Trek and Yomi. Let me... Oh, man. Yeah, like black and white. Oh, gosh. Yep, I'm putting that on my wish list right now. Thanks for the heads up. That looks friggin' hot. The Devolver Digital game set for next year. Trek to Yomi is the name of it. Trek to Yomi. Jason says, I like seasonal events until they repeat the same thing every year and make no changes. Well, that I agree with. If you're going to do seasonal content, you definitely need to change them year to year. I'll check it out, but honestly, I'm a bit jaded with holiday events, says John. New World does not need extra grind for me. Deadly Dad says, I'm not sure if you saw my feedback before, but when I looked over your packaging on the coffee, I noticed that you didn't have your website listed on the label. You should try to put it on there. Yeah, that's a good idea. We've been thinking through a restructuring of the labels. Even if we just slid Rageous Roast over a little bit and put like a little teeny .com on the bar, that might be like a creative way to do it, like rageousroast.com, you know. There might be some creative ways to do that. So that is good feedback. I would imagine the average person seeing the name Rageous Roast, and if you literally go to Google or go to rageousroast.com, like that seems a pretty given. But no, that is a good word to like, hey, slap that on the bag. We could even get cards printed to just throw in the bag. Like if you need to re-up, go to rageousroast.com as well. So we're going through steps to rework the labels. Unfortunately, we bought a lot of the current ones. We did. So if you want new labels, then buy more coffee. You got to clear out the inventory we have now. You do. I think with love, a live service. I think with live service MMO or RPG type games, in-game events like this are fun little side activities that can make logging in every day something cool to look forward to. It's also a great reason for somebody like me who kind of stalled out to be like, well, let's go back in, Let's go back in and take a peek at what's going on there, Could you put the website on the shipping labels? We don't print shipping labels because that's just extra ink and paper, and I would wager to say 75% of the people know what they ordered when it's something like this. So me wasting paper and ink to give you a piece of paper you're going to throw right in the trash, we don't do shipping labels. It just is... You get like a thank you note for my kids, but you know what I mean? We could even maybe get like a rageousroast.com stamp, and so my kids could draw little drawings and we could put that on the back, just as like a soft reminder. What about love service, though? I'd like some love service, please. Christina, I mean, what is going on? Just out here on Maine. You behave yourself, young lady. It's not just the event. It's huge game changes that are coming with this event. What huge game changes are coming with this event? Is that potentially why it's not happening? Did they legitimately push it back? If somebody said there's a website that says it's not happening today, it just isn't happening. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Let me check their Twitter and see if they've said anything. No. It's extremely strange that they retweeted 4 days ago the big presser that newworldfans.com got. I don't know. I don't know why you would... I don't know. Oh, the watermark change. Sorry, it just sounded nice. Okay, well, I mean, there's all kind of ways for that to happen. Wholesome country girl, that's right. Oh, the watermark stuff is today, too. Oh, that's right. That's probably why... it's not happening. It's probably why it's not happening today. If the winter event's getting pushed back, it's because they tied it to a really, really big patch, and it ain't ready yet. It's not ready yet. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It's one of those things where, like he said in the interview, they're trying to do both. They're trying to do both. trying to get the live service stuff to be better. They want the live elements of the games to be better, to be polished. They want to add new content. There's definitely a tension in the game, right now with respect to all of that, The aptitude in the gypsum is a huge change. It gives set routes to obtaining watermark gear for lots of legendary mats. Wholesome, or some hole, who's keeping track? Well, I'm not keeping track of that, that's for sure. That is for sure. AC Valhalla and AC Odyssey have just dropped crossover DLC, which is playable within the other game. I.e., if you play as Ivor in Greece and Cassandra in England, just about to check it out. I am really excited about what they're doing. I wish we would have put a lot of time into that game, because anytime we covered it or talked about it, we got a pretty great response. But I just don't know if that's a game for ongoing coverage with me. I would need a character. I would need to jump into the DLC. I would need to kind of get going. And unfortunately, we never got to a place where I had enough time to do it. It just never landed, sadly. Sadly, it just never landed for us. But it looks like they're doing really, really cool things with AC Valhalla. It does. It looks like they're doing some dope stuff. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to shove all these updates up. Just do them all. Just update all these Steam games. I had Steam closed for a couple of days, and then now it's like, hey, you got 15 games that need updated. I'm excited about New World, the high watermark system changing. I am. Ben Bino, another new membership today. Man, it is so encouraging to see the membership go up, because it has been it's been a slog moving everything over here, but you guys have really been supporting the live show. Thank you, Ben Bino. Another new member. Welcome to SNTR Gaming. Tier 1, you get a badge, you get emotes. You're dope. You deserve dope stuff. Be sure to check out the Discord. If you like hanging out in Discord, you get increased access. All you have to do is be here on a Friday night with your little membership badge in chat if you want to play like Halo Infinite custom games with us. If you're a member on my other channel, you're going to need to use Discord unless I recognize your name so that I can confirm you're a member. We do that as a members-only perk. We don't do a lot of members-only stuff. There's rumors that they might unify membership, so like if you're a membership on Presents or here, I'm hoping they do that so that I can give you members-only content. Right now, we don't do members-only content because, it ends up making people feel like, well, I'm a member over there but not here. Why am I not getting the content? So, Halo playlist update stream later. Yes, sir. Yep, I got the thumbnail made and everything. We will check that update out. I should probably make sure that my Xbox is up and running to get that update, because that's going to be another one. Yo, good morning, Shadowfell. How are you? Members only jackets. That's right. I can't wait for this. But is it still really Assassin's Creed? Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla Dawn of Ragnarok. I wonder if I could just boot up and jump into that and showcase it. We might do that. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. It looks so freaking dope. My gosh, people are saying it's like God of War. I meant to say I double dip, but I don't see the hair in Discord. It just picks whichever one is your most recent, I think, Sack. I don't think it shows both. You can't have both. You'll either get the joystick or the hair. What time does the Go Live update for the Winterfest? Inkor, I don't know. The New World Winter event release date is today. We're hearing rumors it's not happening today. Dawn of Ragnarok's out in March of next year. Oh, we got time. I thought it released. They just released trailers this week for the Dawn of Ragnarok stuff. That's right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I wanted to like Valhalla, but I did so many side quests I got burned out quick. Okay, yeah, the Valhalla DLC is March. Sorry. I thought it was now. It's just at the trailers. You can pre-order for the bonuses. Okay. It becomes less fun to play when there's less people online. When you're on a server that is hustling and bustling, the players, it really brings this game to life. Oh, for sure. That's going to be an ongoing problem for New World, really. New World servers and New World population problems have been an ongoing thing. And the New World Winter event landing today, but then they're like, well, we're baking in all these other updates, so it might not be able to land today. I mean, we don't know. We don't have an official word yet. So They brought back Cassandra as the true main character of Odyssey. Good, because she is. It's her game. Like, quit toe-tapping, quit like tiptoeing around all these people. Do you plan on playing Tina's Wonderlands in March? I do. We have a really bright future with this channel being able to check out games like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dawn of Ragnarok. There's Lost Ark. There's Elden Ring. I mean, we can dive into those games because they fit with, we're kind of doing a bit of a niche down into MMOs and RPGs. And the only thing we're going to run into is single-player games like the Halo Infinite campaign or Horizon Forbidden West. We may not be able to play those games to completion because it just doesn't square with what we're doing. We're trying to think through that. We still haven't come up with a great plan yet. We even have people still doing game requests, and I'm trying to think of ways I can do that, like slamming it at the end of the second talk show or something, since the second half of the afternoon talk show usually goes anyway. So, yo, what's good, Russell Stewart? Tiptoeing, you mean this around? Yeah, pretty much that. Aya would have been the main character over Bayek in Origins. No, I don't think that's true. I think Bayek was meant to be the lead in Origins. Cassandra was meant to be the lead in Odyssey, and then in Valhalla, the female was meant to be the lead. In both Odyssey and Valhalla, that's clear. I'm fairly certain in Origins, Bayek was meant to be the lead. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, they said they were afraid of it. I wish Amazon Game Studios had a development board on Trello to scope out what's in the works. I want to enjoy the game so bad, but it's starting to have a void of content. I have said time and time again, if you're new and you're just tuning in and you're looking for the New World Winter event, there was an update in the game. I downloaded it, but it's not in the game yet, okay? So we're actively monitoring if it's in the game yet or not. So if you're enjoying your time or you like using channels like this for live streams and updates, be sure to hit subscribe. I'm a Safe for Work broadcaster. I do a talk show like this Monday through Friday. So if you're tuning in for those types of updates, make sure and hit subscribe. Hit the like button. It supports me. It supports the video and the channel. Yeah, I've been saying that, Incor. I've been saying, listen, the number one priority if I'm AGS right now with New World is outlining a roadmap. Even if it's somewhat generic, we need some semblance of a roadmap because that can create confidence, right? That can create confidence. Like, oh, there's a reason to keep playing. There's a reason to care. There's a reason to log in. There's a reason to care about this seasonal event, right? You know what I mean? I'm in 100% agreement with you. We need, even if it's a generic roadmap, super generic, at least we know there's stuff coming instead of getting surprised with like Into the Void. You're like, what? You know? Now the holiday thing, I don't think that's that much of a surprise. I think that's kind of par for the course for these types of games. But like the Into the Void update, I didn't think was handled very well. It was just all of a sudden in the game, you know? May I ask a question? Your thoughts on cloud gaming? With Baldur's Gate 3 and Stadia's features for the crowd stuff, it might work with your channel and YouTube if you're okay with cloud. I think cloud gaming has a bright future, but it also has a long way to go. You know what I mean? Been watching for a couple weeks and I agree. I like the flow of the channel. Well, thank you. I like hearing that from new people. That's very encouraging because YouTube's making a lot of investments into live streaming. So the fact that you found me on YouTube and you didn't just find me on a website not necessarily built for live streaming, but you found me and you're enjoying yourself, that's really encouraging. I appreciate that feedback. To me, the idea that they're going to be continuing to update the game, I know that's presumed and assumed, but that sort of starts to fade when your population dwindles and server mergers haven't even really happened in a great way. They started server mergers on the 8th, so New World server merges start on the 8th, and they've done virtually none. And when your population, like peak population just in the last 24 hours only hit 100,000 players, that's concerning. It's like, well, wait a minute, like what's happening? Like, and I said, once the 24-hour peak players started to drop below 150,000, that was cause for concern, right? Because what's going to happen is your population problems will compound themselves. It'll compound themselves because the idea of like, oh, well, my server's dead. Well, let me transfer to another server. Well, who knows what trajectory that server's on, right? They'll do a server merger. That might not do anything. It might tick people off. It took too long, right? Love the channel right now. The news style channels need a headline scroll at the bottom of the screen like mainstream news. We're working on something like that. We're working on something like that so that we can have one daily just scrolling across the top. Because, yeah, we have a scene kind of like that where I have this running across the top, but it's just Syndicate, the Rageous Roast Coffee is the name of our company on the North American East server that we're on. So, yeah, that scene's not properly built right now. It doesn't really have any much in it, right? I'm excited for server merges, but there's no roadmap for that either. Well, they announced it, Incor. They announced server merges in like a dev blog, like offshoot dev blog, and then it's happening on the 8th, but it's not. They did like a couple. I can't wait for YouTube streaming discoverability to be more robust and overthrow purple. Same. Same. Funky New World says people are tired of walking everywhere and having to go from storage to storage. I think after they unified the trade houses, they should unify your storage. I don't know. Maybe just let you spend a little bit of coin. Like, okay, if I'm in Brightwood and I want to pull my stuff from First Light, let me do it for a small coin fee, and then both those towns can get some taxes off that, Like, you could call it a caravan fee. Like, I'm paying some caravan to bring my stuff. You know what I mean? Just a minor little fee. You know how much money all day long you'd be making in taxes in some of these locations? I was sub for over a year on Purple. Had to withdraw because of the mob, but I can't wait for the other shoe to fall, and for you to get some restoration. I miss these vibes. I appreciate that. Our eyes are on the horizon. I got news for you. I think people are going to be shocked by my episode this week in the Say No to Rage story. I think it's going to be a shock to people. I don't think they're ready. Agreed on the unified storage. Should have been with unified trading posts. They can't unify it in the same way because you have limited storage in each town, but unified is in like you can move stuff, right? What's the point? What is the point? Oh man, I need some iron ingots and they're not here. I have everything else that I need, but I have iron ingots in First Light. Does it really make sense to make me go there? No, it doesn't. Just remove the little snags and the thorns. They're not needed. Jay Stubbles, run that one up the flagpole, please. Like, that's just not needed. Unify the storage. It just isn't, it's an unnecessary, encumbrance on the player. It just is. By the way, the event looks dope. Jay Stub, do you have a word on if it's happening today or not? There are rumors that it is not happening today. So I don't know if you can speak in any... I'm not asking you to speak in an official capacity. Maybe have you heard anything? Maybe sort of a generic, ear to the grindstone. They can copy-paste the BDO storage system. I'm not familiar with Black Desert Online storage system. If you're new and you're just tuning in and you're looking for the New World Winter Event release date information, we still don't know. I booted up the game. It is not in the game yet. I had an update, but it is still not in the game at the moment. Yo, it's good, Hitman. Having the transfer fees and both locations have to be the same faction is not cool. Right. I would assume it's Wednesday after the update. No, it's supposed to be today. The official New World Twitter, they tweeted out an info blast it was from newworldfans.com. They had the whole outline, and they said it starts today, and it goes until January the 11th. So, I mean, if you look at today being a Tuesday, and you look at January 11th being a Tuesday, it stands to reason that today is the intended launch date of the New World Winter event, the New World Winter Convergence. You ever get tired of being a broken record? It's part of the job. You do have to get used to that. I think new streamers struggle with that. They don't like answering questions, and so they end up getting snippy or using commands in chat. I don't mind it. If you consider me a resource for information, that's a win in my book. I've had people say, go use Google. I'm like, don't you dare tell somebody to go use Google. If they're in my stream and it takes me a whopping 10 seconds to answer their question, that's a resource. That means they'll come back another day. J-Stub says, I think there should be some info today. Yeah, I cannot officially speak on behalf of the studio, though. I've gotten in trouble for that before. So there's info today, meaning it's not coming today. It's not. So you speak on this, J Stubbles. NewWorldFans.com indicated it's launching today, December the 14th. How likely do you think that is? You know, how likely? Is it likely or unlikely? You're not speaking in an official capacity. I want your commentary, sir, on the NewWorldFans.com article that indicated that the New World Winter event was starting on December the 14th. Do you think that is a likely thing or an unlikely thing? All right, hang on. Let me get the tape ready. Okay. All right, go ahead. We're waiting. We're waiting for that reply. What do you have to say, sir? The press wants to know. This is just a remote for my LED lights. It's not a tape recorder. I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of that article. You mother... That's good. That's good. This man's been in trouble before. You can tell. He's ready. He's ready. I'm ready now. I've been through the ringer. I know how to respond to the public, you know. I know how to respond to the public's nonsense, you know. I can neither confirm nor deny. Your Honor, I have no recollection of what the man is talking about. I know that's me in the photo, but I don't remember it. All right, Rageless Frickmas Blend. Somebody bought a bag of our holiday roast. Rageless Roast Frickmas Blend. Thank you, Baker. Appreciate you very, very much. I think you're the guy with the anti-Michigan avatar on Twitter. Yo, Encore, going in and just saying, you know what, I like the show, I like the channel, I'm going to become a member. I appreciate that very much. Enjoy your dope badge and emotes. You are dope and deserve dope stuff. If you're into using Discord servers or you want to connect more with the community, be sure to jump in our Discord. As a paying member, you get increased access. There's more rooms and stuff in there for you to connect with people who play different games, whether it's New World or Halo or a litany of others. So welcome in. Slowly inching our way to 400 members. Greatly appreciate that so much. For my source, this guy may be showing up as this guy fairly soon. Oh, yes. I've heard that. I've heard that rumor, JB. I've heard that rumor that he's reprising that role. That's exciting. You can't be anti-Michigan as long as you aren't an Ohio State fan. What is this? That's a new emote that we unlocked when we got into like the 350 subs or whatever. You get what is that? Lono? Is it Lono head? Like, what's the name of the emote? I can't even remember. What is it? Is it Lono head? Lono brain? Lono brain? Such a good emote. As a paying member, you can now buy a bag of Rageless Roast for double the price and get a bag free. That's right. We do run that special. If you buy one bag of Rageless Roast and you spend twice the amount of the cost, we'll throw in another bag for free. So it's 2 bags for the price of 2 bags. It's just an amazing bargain. And if you buy 2 bags and you pay the amount for 3 total, we'll throw in the 3rd bag for free. So that's 3 bags for the price of 3 bags. Just an absolute bargain right now in light of the holidays. Really giving you guys those great prices and value. RagelessRoast.com. Be sure to get some today. I didn't bag on Friday, even though I promised I would. I'm sorry. The old Sony special. The old Sony special. Yeah. If you buy 1 bag for the cost of 2, we'll throw in a 2nd bag for free, man. It's a bargain. Really, we're doing you a favor, so I don't know what the frick we're doing. We are doing you a favor, so why are you not ordering more coffee? Honestly, it's insulting that we don't have more coffee sales right now. I mean, like I said, we're doing you a favor. I don't even know. I shouldn't even have to ask for it. You know, I don't know. It's honestly surprising and disappointing at the same time that you guys expect me to. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it anymore. I need to come up with a well-written Bungie apology where you apologize and look like a hero at the same time. I'm really sorry that I lit your house on fire, but I did call the police department and the fire department, so I really think I deserve credit for that. Like, really, you should be thanking me that your house didn't completely burn to the ground. I mean, I know I'm the one that lit it on fire, but I did the right thing. I called the police and the fire department. So I mean, I don't know why you're angry. I mean, really, everybody should be celebrating how great I am. I don't understand. Like, this apology should be winning me credit. I don't get what's going on here. The real important question: do I ninja leave on my break real quick and get a chicken breakfast bowl from Chick-fil-A? I don't know. Can you make it? If you can make it, then of course. But if it's a risk, then what you do is you say that your stomach's bothering you, because that's honest, okay? Your stomach is bothering you because it wants a chicken breakfast bowl, okay? So you go to your manager, whoever's in charge, you're like, my stomach's bothering me. I think I need to take a quick break. And they're like, oh, by all means, if your stomach's bothering you. And then you go get your chicken breakfast bowl. Like, come on, man. You gotta make the big brain plays, bro. Make the big brain plays. Listen, boss, if I'm gonna continue working today, I need a 15. My stomach's bothering me. Oh, golly. Sure, of course. You come back like wiping your mouth with the bag of Chick-fil-A. Like, I thought your stomach was bothering you. Well, of course, yeah, I was hungry. What do you mean? Like, it was bothering me. I've solved the problem. What's the problem here? I don't understand. What's the issue? What? I don't understand. Isn't that what you do when you're hungry? What? Why am I being? What is this? What is this? Is this? This is a microaggression against breakfast food. I don't understand. And Lono, if they buy a pallet worth of coffee, it'll get lost in transit for a week. Yeah. Self-medicating with chicken. That's right. Yes, right. See, Baker's done this before. Do a pickup. Order it now and swoop in. You see, Baker's done this before. Baker's been on this rodeo. He's like, all right, this is what you do. Listen, you submit the order on your phone, right? And then when you know it's close to being ready, then you leave. So you're literally gone for 7 minutes, right? Maybe 8 if you catch the light on 5th. 8 minutes tops, and you're back, you know? What you're saying is you hate hungry people. You're basically body shaming me right now. Like, how dare I have a stomach that needs food? Like, this is an aggression against people with stomachs. I don't understand. Whoa. You're like, no, it's fine. Start using that kind of language. I'll back down real quick. Like, listen, just go sit down. If you're in the restroom at the same time that you're eating the breakfast bowl, you might want to consult a doctor. Yes, sir. Have Chick-fil-A 2 minutes from my work. Yeah. See, Baker didn't outline that plan off the top. off the top of his head. Did you watch the lawyer's video? The part with how they're trying to show how much better they are than Activision back in July was hilarious. Oh, of course. Did you see my Twitter this morning? Everybody needs to give that tweeted video this morning some love. They need to give that tweet some love. It's already got almost 2,000 views. If you read that article closely, yeah, they've not shaped up. They've merely closed the lid so no one can see in. They're not. They're spinning it and they're misleading the public. I don't trust a word they say. I don't. The whole thing reeks. The whole thing reeks. Not only are you safe for work stream, but for some reason YouTube live stream prevents teams from going into away status for some reason. It's super neat. Are you worried about going into away status at work? Don't want your boss to know you've stepped away to take a poop? Well, keep my stream on in the background and it won't happen. That's perfect. What, mama? We're doing the Lord's work here. We're helping people get through their workday, getting Chick-fil-A, maybe taking a step away. What? No Chick-fil-A for me? Why not? Hey. Actually, I've like tripled my water intake and I haven't had any issues, although I have to go upstairs a lot more. Did you need something, or did you just come in to make fun of me? Did you need anything? My stream is going very well. Your coffee was excellent. Madam is complimenting me on my. I made her some Frickmas blend this morning. What's the relative that's in town? What do they think of the light roast?
Is that what you gave him?
It was better. Okay, I gave him the light roast. Light roast is the inroad. Light roast is the catalyst. Light roast is the catalyst. If you're even a non-coffee drinker, the light roast will turn you into a coffee drinker. Madam says if you want to be addicted to caffeine... Well, no, we can't say that. You can't say that. You can't do that. That's a terrible marketing strategy. Wait, does YouTube Live keep you active on Teams? I wonder if I'll do it if it does it in Slack too. Oh, brother. Here we go. Get all your friends to watch my stream. You know, hey guys, you won't go away in Slack or Teams. Yeah, they'll think you're there just plugging away. It's great. Light roast is for Chads. It's a slippery slope. Light roast is the gateway. That's right. That's right. Just do all three. Red light, yellow light, green light. It's a traffic light special. Get all three colors, right? Viewership's about to go through the roof. Yeah, the developer world's gonna be like, this guy's pretty easy to listen to, talks about gaming, doesn't swear or anything, and he'll make sure that you don't go into away status in Teams and Slack. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. For a company that's supposed to be religious, as they aren't open on Sundays, it's funny that their company name is Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh. JB, that's enough. You know, I miss you. I miss you, James, and I hope you and your family are well and had a good holiday, and hopefully hopefully that little rascal's not getting into the lotion. But, I didn't miss your bad jokes. I might know regular videos and such. It might be. I know regular videos and such, it will still go to away status. Maybe it's from keeping the chat box type input section active. That could be that. It could be. Because it can't, it's got a, yeah, never away with SNTR Gaming. Let's get that hashtag trending. That's right. That's right. Is your project manager a micromanaging D-bag? Well, no worries. Keep my stream on in the background and Earl will shut the frick up. Yeah, Earl. Well, I don't know why I called him Earl. Archival. This game looks dope. So a Steam game, although this endorsement's coming from Sven. Sven would play a card game made out of like Bat Dookie and say it's good. Archival. Take your weapon into this RPG bullet hell world and embark on a journey to right the wrongs from long ago. Okay, what's it look like here? All right, okay. Very inspired by Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Oh gosh, this looks super dope. Okay, Sven. Okay. Archival calls you. Yeah, the bullet hell aspect is crazy cool. Okay. Archale is what it's called. No, I'm sorry. Archvale. It's out now. It just came out today. There you go. Just came out today. Yeah, Earl! If you guys are waiting for information on the new World Winter event, we're waiting to hear. Don't go anywhere. Smash the like button. Order some coffee. Consider becoming a paying member. I'll be right back. Oh, Oscar, if you're here, a big package showed up. If it was from you, my wife thinks it was from you. I think she's gonna put a picture in the Discord. Oh. Hey, give Sven credit. He tends to like good games. Trust his input. Oh, I give Sven a lot of grief. He has recommended some good games. That's true. But what Hilly is saying is very important. He does kind of cheat. When you like every game, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? You're like Babe Ruth. Like, you're swinging every ball. Of course. You know what I mean? When you swing at everything. That game Arc Veil is on Game Pass. Oh, it is? Oh, that's right. I turned my Xbox on. And let me make sure Halo's getting its update today. I'm assuming there was an update today for Halo, since they had the updated game modes. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to close out. Oh, frick. I'm going to have to force quit the game. There we go. Like, unless Halo's just doing it on their game side. I have a question because I'm a noob. Can I pick which playlist I do and don't play in Infinite? That's what's supposed to be happening today, Rad. Right now, not really. No, you just go in to Big Team Battle and it's just like whatever you get, right? But if you, with this update that's supposed to be coming today, you're supposed to be able to go in and say, I just want to play SWAT. I just want to play Slayer. Like, that's supposed to be arriving today. And no, it's not. The update's not live yet. If I click on quick play, game list, hang on. Arena CTF, one flag, Arena Strongholds. If I want to just play Arena Slayer, then I can just... Oh, you can go into the game modes and then click custom game. Yeah, there's no way to pick your game mode still yet. Yeah, it's not possible. Yeah. That's what you liked about Splitgate? Yeah, we're hoping to see something like that arrive in Halo today. It's supposed to. Wait. What's up? I can wait. Especially if you're grabbing something. Not that. Stop it, Mama. Where are you going? Where are you going? Just text me. I always see the text. There's right here. That's fine.
You always see the text.
Yeah, I do always see the text. I just don't always respond. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Come on, Mama. That wasn't serious. I just want a little. All I wanted was some cornbread. Sure. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Reset isn't for 2 hours. I assume that's when it goes live. Oh, are you serious? That's probably when it'll go live. Spoken like a true husband. That reminds me, get a log into Splitgate today, play for a few rounds. Yeah, and you get your login bonuses and stuff. They're man, I'm telling you what, Splitgate had a much better approach to a lot of this. Much better approach to a lot of this. I'm telling you. They want that daily login, and like Halo's like, well, but we need you to log in and play like 5 games. What if I don't want to? What if I can't? You know, at least in Splitgate, you can boot up and literally not do anything or play a game. You know what I mean? Somebody can play 1 game. That's different than being like, oh, I got to play 5 to maximize my results. Like, what? I'm sorry, what? Nobody's really searching for this. Everybody that's clicking on this stream today is largely, it's in your browse or your suggested. Nobody's searching for the New World Winter event. That's really surprising. It's encouraging that we have like a New World viewership base here that's like, oh, let's go see. You know what I mean? Astrocross voice? I've not done the Astrocross voice in a while. I need to I always need to watch his videos before I can do it. I have to get back into it. You know? Fellas, they said today we were supposed to be getting a new World Winter Convergence update, but it ain't happening. That's my best off the cuff. I gotta watch him. I have to recapture it. It's hard. It's difficult. What is this from Pico? Pico, I'm live. What are you sending me? Find a babysitter. Time to go see Magic Sword. Excuse me? Where? Don't you play with my heart, Pico. Don't you play with my heart. I don't see Kentucky on here anywhere. The closest they come is Columbus. Why would you send me this? They're not coming to my city. Hey, somebody ordered some coffee, a bag of Frickmas, and 2 of the dark roasts to Silent Warrior. Thank you, Silent Warrior. How about a Jordan Peterson impression? His voice timbre is so weird. There's something that he says a lot that's funny, though. He'll be like, you can't have people claiming that. That's not good. That's not good. If you eat an entire meatloaf for dinner, you're going to have a stomachache, and that's not good. Do bands ever stop in Kentucky? I mean, we've got some good outlets, some good venues here, and we have the Yum Center. You know what I mean? We've got the Yum Center. I mean, we saw Elton John. My wife and I saw Elton John a year ago or more. It was on his 2nd or 3rd farewell tour. I don't know how many he's going to do. Winter update for New World is not that cool. Were you intending that to be a pun? I'll take my chances with the meatloaf, especially if it snows meatloaf. Transmissions from the Space Boat. That is such a good name. I know Zubair likes that name. I like the name too. Thank you for clicking the join button, becoming an SNTR Gaming Tier 1 member. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You are dope and deserve dope stuff. Be sure if you like to hang out in Discord servers, get in there and you get increased access. Or just be here on a Friday night. We play games like Jackbox, this week more Halo Infinite custom games, and as a member, you can jump in. We were very close to the Tornado Seeker of Justice. We are extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. There was a record-breaking tornado. Really, really bad. And it's terrible. And people are chipping in and helping out, as Kentuckians always do, but it's awful. Do a DMG impression. Oh! That was my impression. I don't have a block. That was him blocking you. That was him blocking. I was just blocking somebody. That's what that black screen was. Clutch those pearls, baby. Stuff's terrifying. Can't even imagine. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. It's insane. Something that destructive just ripping across. It was 250 miles or something stupid, record setting. Saw my name, what I do this time. I think you sent a pretty big Christmas package for the kiddos. Yeah. The picture's in the Discord. Thank you, Oscar. You the best. You the best. The kids are gonna lose their freaking minds. Time to vacate Tornado Alley. Louisville's not really Tornado Alley, though. You know? I've been having a good time in New World the last 2 weeks, but I'm also casually playing. Well, that's the best way to play New World, in my opinion. I believe the game is built more for casuals and mid-lane players than hardcore players. I believe that. I believe the New World Winter event, I believe that's how it's set up and structured. I do. I didn't realize your tornado season went in so late in the year. I assume from the vast knowledge I gained from the movie Twister that it was just a summer thing. The second half of that was so good. I assumed from the vast knowledge I gained from the movie Twister. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Yeah. Dude, who knows? It's Kentucky. There is no on or off season for crazy here. There just isn't. You know what I mean? Late winter is tornado season. Yeah. Because the low and the high pressure is just hitting. It's just like, welcome to Kentucky. It's like, it's so nice. Why is it raining? Oh, it's so warm. It's cold. Like, just those two pressure systems just coming together and wreaking havoc on your allergies, predictable weather, and tornadoes. I saw your Amazon building in Edwardsville, Illinois, in person the day it was leveled. Seeing pics and hearing about different and seeing the destruction in person. Amazon's going to have to absolutely write checks. Big, fat, juicy checks. They should be ashamed. They should be absolutely ashamed. They're going to be writing some fat checks to some families. Just absolutely appalling. Appalling. We get all kinds of concerts in Kentucky, especially in the metal genre, mostly in the Louisville area. Yeah, Louisville's not like a drought for concerts. We're getting some good concerts here. Yeah. At least you don't have earthquakes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have earthquakes either. Oof. No thanks. No thanks. If you're tuning in for the New World Winter event release date, we are waiting for an official word. We don't have an official word. This is not shade. This is just my summary. New World's not good at getting the word out. They're not. And so they may not say anything for like a super long time today, you know? We may get nothing until I'm not even streaming. It may be late evening. We're like, oh, hey, by the way, yeah, that's not happening today. So I think December is the second most likely month. No, I don't think it's December. Wait, what did Amazon do? They knew that a horrible tornado and storm was coming, and they made people stay. There were tornado warnings. There were tornado warnings or watches or whatever in the heck, and they made people stay. And people died. Like, the warehouse got destroyed. There were people that were like, "Can we please go home?" There's just an awful, just make your skin crawl text message from a guy that's like, "Yeah, I can't come home. They won't let us leave." It's hard because safety protocol says stay, but then does the building have places for them to go? I don't know. When does safety protocol say stay though? At what point? I thought safety protocol said stay once they had been spotted. If they hadn't been spotted yet, you send everybody home. Right? If they've been spotted, Eugene's probably right. It's like, well, no, you're not supposed to leave. If they haven't been spotted yet, I thought they were like, no, go home. I don't know. You never leave where you are? Only for watch. I'm sorry, for warning. Warning means they've seen them. Watch means they're watching for them. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn, but they're going to be right. I feel like they're going to be writing checks to people. That just, I don't know. A year over here in Norman, Oklahoma, I was managing a GameStop and a tornado was issued. I called my DM and said, I'm leaving and letting my employee go. If you don't like it, fire me. If sirens are going off, yeah, you stay put. Sure. Places in tornado-prone areas should have reinforced shelter rooms. We have one at the glass factory I worked in Minnesota. Yeah, that'd be the other question is, did they have proper storm shelters built for these people? Do you have relative safety from the worst of a tornado in a city? Yeah, if you can go underground, usually you're good. It's that simple. Like your survival percentages skyrocket when you go underground. Like go in your basement and stay near your plumbing. Like in your that's the safest place to go. Probably only had that for management. Yeah, that'd be my question. Sure, it's awful, it's record breaking, and it's terrifying, but like there are pretty simple shelters that can be built, and then you're extremely safe. They removed the date from the patch notes last I read, so no guarantees that the New World Winter event is today. This is from the AGS Discord. Okay. Into the scroll space for me? I don't know. Is that why most American houses have basements because of dangerous weather events? It depends on where you live. You can't really build basements in Florida. Because you need certain levels of like ground. I don't even know what you would call it. Like they would probably there's probably ways of like measuring ground density and ground stability, and they can't build foundations in like Florida. There's a lot of houses in Florida that might have basements if you go further north, but pretty sure the more southern you go in Florida, there's just like no such thing as a basement. Just like no. No basements in Texas, and we're in Tornado Alley. That's terrifying. I can't imagine being in a place where tornadoes are common and not having a basement. Luxrenda Community Manager. Information from the PTR patch notes is subject to change. When we have an announcement for an upcoming patch, you'll find it in the official news section. See, I don't like this. I don't like New World updates being shoved off onto some other site called newworldfans.com. They tell everybody that it's coming today, and then New World's like, yeah, well, we didn't announce that officially on our website, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't like the way that sits with me. I'm not a fan of that. Tornadoes aren't really that common, though. In some places, what do you mean? They happen every year. Common's not the word. They're regular. They happen regularly every year. Large hail's a lot more common. Yeah, sure, right. But like, you could say flooding's not common, but you still have flooding insurance on your house. Like, it's not about how common it happens. It's about how it's guaranteed to happen every year. Every year, you're just gonna roll the dice. Yeah, this area gets hit with anywhere from 3, sometimes in the higher years, upwards of 7 tornadoes. That's every year. What do you mean? It's guaranteed. Virtually guaranteed. Texas and Florida groundwater table is too high for a basement. That's what it is. The groundwater table. I couldn't think of what it was. It probably also has to do with the actual earth itself, but it probably has more to do with the groundwater table, right? I couldn't think of it. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm an environmental scientist. I can tell you that the groundwater here is very high, so you could have a basement, but it would also double as an underground pool. Yeah. That's great. If you guys are tuning in for the New World Winter event release date, it is supposed to be today, but it's sounding like it's not happening. So, I lived through a tornado direct hit. Terrifying. Oh, I believe it. We are waiting for an official word from Amazon Game Studios. It's sounding like we're not going to see it happen today. It's what it's sounding like. The cost of building a basement here is super high because of the clay. Yeah. If you got clay, oh golly, it's super expensive. Because it takes so much longer to go down deep and then to go broad and wide, depending on whatever it is you're doing. It takes so much longer. There are these people, they literally added a basement under their house, and we would go on a walk and we would like see them doing it, working on it or whatever. And they started the 1 year, I swear they started like the first week of November, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's like the ground's about to get cold. Unless you're building this in the next week, what are you doing? And they literally started and had to stop because the ground got too cold. I was like, so they had all this ground tore up, all this stuff in their front yard, and a big giant construction vehicle in their front yard for like 9 months before they could start working on it again. Or maybe not 9 months, but you know what I'm saying. I was like, dude, if I was your neighbor, I'd have been so furious with you. Why would you start this project the first week of November? I'd have been so angry. just a giant eyesore for like half of the year. And then when they started working again, I mean, it took probably another 6 months to get it all done. It took me a while to figure out that a 100-year flood means that 1% chance of a flood massive for that year. On average, it happens every 100 years. Oh, we had a pretty bad one in Kentucky, in Louisville. There's like historic markers around the city. If you get to certain points, it'll say, this is how high the water got. And it's like, wow. It's very common for people to have small shelters in their garages or even safety rooms built into their closets. Closet shelters are more common where you can't build a basement. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe I spoke out of turn then. Maybe the Amazon thing is being just turned into, we're angry at a tragedy because we can't do anything. Like we can't take a tornado to court or cancel the tornado's Netflix special. So we're all going to yell at Amazon on Twitter, and they're like, what? Safety protocols was they're not supposed to leave. And, then the next question would be, okay, did you have ample, shelter for them in the event of a severe storm? And if you didn't, then get the checkbook out. Creator safe music from Riot Games. They announced this during the Video Game Awards. Welcome to Diana's Dream State Sessions. It's a 43-track album made in collaboration with 25 artists from Riot Games that explores the cosmic and worldly themes of the champion Diana from League of Legends. Cool. Definitely loving this channel. Thanks, SNTR, for the vibes while working. Well, thanks for chilling. We try to give you a very good, Monday through Friday morning show radio vibe. Even the afternoon, sometimes we're continuing the talk show just about a different subject. We'll obviously, I don't know what we're going to do with Halo, because we don't like these streams to go longer than 3 hours, and in 45 minutes, we're still going to be a ways away from the Halo update. I guess we could boot up and just say, hey, once the update goes live, we'll show it to you. We're just going to chill until it does. Back to work. See you, chat. See you, chicken pot pie. They let them leave, die on the way home, and then they'd be in trouble for not keeping them safe. Right, you can't win. You can't win in that scenario. Again, I would be curious when they decided to make them stay. If there's if the warning that the storm is coming and not there yet, you're well within your right to be like, you can go home. If you have a watch, again, I think within a certain amount of time, you're allowed to send people home, right? We're dumping both brush and glasses. Just dump brush. They got me a new command for the... I'm sorry. Just dump glasses. They gave me a new code for the brush, and then they sent me an actual water pick. They have that as well now, too. Like the water flossing that you can do. They sent me one of those. I just haven't updated the command. Did whoever was asking about Chick-fil-A end up getting it? Zubair's asking the really important questions. Hang on. Just so we are clear, since I misspoke, remove glasses, keep brush. Just so we have a paper trail, just so we have a paper trail, since I misspoke. You heard me? Okay, I didn't want to be oh, he heard me and muted me really quickly. So now we have a paper trail of if you need to consult it in 20 minutes and you're like, wait, what did he say? What did he say? I thought I heard him say remove this. I'm emotionally invested. I remember when I was a supervisor at the UPS Worldport, we weren't allowed to let anyone leave early when the warning came in before sirens or what have you. Right. Well, once the warning comes, you can't let people leave. The warning means it's been sighted. You are being warned that it's out there. A watch means you're watching for it. You're like, In those circumstances, those storms aren't easily predictable. They'll bite without much warning. Right. Yeah. His name was Josh. Yeah. Is the Chick-fil-A guy, did he manage to pull it off? I wonder if he tried my strategy of my stomach's bothering me. That's just genius. That's genius level work there, I got to schedule the next stream so people get the 30-minute. Hang on a second. We're definitely not going to be doing the winter event gameplay. We had thumbnails and descriptions prepared, but it's clear it's likely not happening. So we may kick that to tomorrow, and that's fine. We'll get modes update gameplay. Save image. Close out of that. Schedule stream. Okay, do that. Does anybody ever hear, like, if you're in your building, your home, your work building, whatever, you're in a building, and you hear an airplane and it's just a little too loud, and you're always like, you like stop for a brief second, you're like, uh-oh, plane's going down. Like, am I the only one that does that? You all of a sudden, you're just sitting there working. You're like, wait. Okay, it's good. It's like, it's abnormal. It's like, I don't normally hear really, really loud airplane engines throughout the day. You know, periodically if I'm outside in my yard, sure. But it's not normal. So I kind of stop. Just kind of listen. Like, I could be moments away from hearing a tragedy, you know? Okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that. And then let's get these tags. Oops. Okay. And yes. And yes. Any duration. And yeah, and then we'll set this for... We'll do it for 12:15. It's too late. People get 30-minute noti at 11:45. Boom. New World Winter Event Release Day. Just kidding. Let's see here. Save this thumbnail. Close that, close that. That, and that. Perfect. Sup, Lono? How are you, Mantis? I don't live far from the airport. So I do that all the time, especially when the National Guard's doing flights. You know the best part of my day is, Zubair says, I think for about 10 seconds when I go to your door, I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll knock on the door and you'll be at Chick-fil-A. Oh, gosh. Can anybody say what movie that's from? Because I know what it's from. Wait, you go outside? No, I just sit and listen. Oh, shut up, Ashen. Helicopters. Yes, there's an emergency helicopter is close where I work. Plane's going down. Peek your head out to see Samuel L. Jackson through the window fighting snakes. That's right. That's right. Good Will Hunting. Good job. You watch as soon as he starts the next stream. Announcement. Yeah, they'll be like, hey. If they push it to tomorrow, that's fine anyway. We'll do a gameplay stream of it tomorrow, you know, because we're in a bit of a come on. Like, I have like long eyelashes, and every once I'll have like an eyebrow hair poke down, and he gets in a fight with my eyelashes. It's like, can you just stop it? I'm just trying to see. You know, nothing major. All right, customization, redirect. Save. Clickbaited again by Lono. At this point, shame on me. 2021 scoreboard, Lono 365, me 0. Had to go see about a girl. Yeah, stole my line. It's good. It's good. It's a good video. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. That's a long eyebrow hair. My eyelashes are really long though. Like, they're really long. Can we get like a No, we can't, because it's, you see? They're like, oh, I have long eyelashes. They're like awful. Every once in a while, like, I'll have women compliment. They'll be like, oh my. They're like, your eyelashes are so long. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. What is it you love most about Dead Poet Society? I don't know. It's a great story. It really spoke to me when I was a kid because I was different than other kids, and I was kind of into poetry and drawing, and, you know, everybody else is like into sports and stuff, you know, jocks, and I don't know. It was I thought it was just a good movie. It was a good message for somebody that didn't fit into, like, the, you know, in the late 90s, you know, the public school system. That's kind of the mold that they want so many people to fit into. And if you don't fit into that, then you're like a loser and a weirdo or whatever. I was also short, so I got picked on a lot. So, I don't know. Dead Poet Society was like a really, I don't know, it was a good movie. And then Good Will Hunting was also another, like, really good and helpful movie to me at that point in my life, you know? You like my Christmas tree? Thank you. You're marked. Made me bust out laughing with that timing. Yeah, well, I got her number. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Does this toothbrush company have a name? Yeah, it's M-Teeth. Box. Yeah, M-Teeth is the name of the company. M-Teeth Sonic Electric Toothbrush. I need to update the command because they sent me a new code, and they also they sent me, like I said, it's like a water pick. It's like, it's really, really cool. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but it's dope. They sent me a new code. By the way, if you do any Christmas shopping, if you're doing any Christmas shopping on Amazon, remember to use my Amazon affiliate link before you do so. It doesn't like give you a discount, but it supports me. You can use the Amazon link in chat, or underneath any of my videos, you'll find an Amazon affiliate link. Where has he been sending these emails? He must be sending them to the network address. That's the YouTube study follow-up from M-Teeth. Yeah, who's he sending this to? Oh, no, yeah, there. Okay, no, it's in my normal Gmail. I just didn't see it. It's pronounced Ma-Teeth. Right. Okay, here we go. This is the new code. All right. Let's go in here to brush. Code. Use this code on this link. There you go. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a stocking stuffer for somebody that's like big in tooth care, this is I don't like a lot of the electric toothbrushes that you can like buy from the store that like it just like vibrates. It's just like got batteries in it, and that's all it does. This thing lasts for 90 days. It has 3 brushing modes. I use this every night. It's a weird sponsored thing to do, but like it's really, really nice. It's super dope, and the price is ridiculous. Like, I think if you use the code, it ends up being, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a $70 toothbrush, and it ends up being like $30 or something. Oh, I should shove that into the affiliate link thing too, and change the link. Although that might not work. Let's not do that. That might be considered double dipping. We're not going to do that. Yeah, it's a $70 toothbrush. It's $43. I think if you apply my code, it ends up being like $30, and it comes in blue and pink. And then they've got like a water. They've got a water pick in their M-Teeth store now, and they sent me that as well. I haven't a water flosser, and I have a link and a code for that as well, which I guess I should just update the command to have both. It might not be able to fit, though. I'd prefer just have one command, which would be brush, and not have, like, multiple commands for this. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. New code. The following is the water flossing tracking code. Oh, it's the same code. Amazon Logistics? Oh, he hasn't sent me one yet. I'll give you a new code tomorrow. Okay, all right. I got to reply to him. Yeah, I don't have one yet for the flosser. You might be able to use the same code on their flosser. I don't know. You'll try the flosser. You might be able to use my code on it, Zubair. I don't know if that works though. I don't know. They need to send us a press kit. They actually have M-Teeth official now. Oh, like a website. So they must be like a newer company then. Yeah, do they have a press kit on their website all the way down to the bottom? No, they don't. Okay. All right. I've not tried the flosser yet, but it looks nice. Those water flossers come in clutch. Yeah, I've never tried one. I stopped using the brush. Brush was fine. I just found using an electric unsettling. Too much vibration in my mouth. I prefer a simple piston-like motion. Piston-like motion. Did you try on the sensitive settings, Zubair? Because I use the pretty intense setting for clean, but then there's a sensitive one that's not nearly as extreme. Because it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I will grant you that. Code works on top of the sales. It's $33. Nice. Yeah. It's just, there it is, brush. It's just one of the many really dope sponsorships that we have. Like, all my shirts are always from 80s Tees, so you can always use my code for a discount there. And then, the disc plates as well. You can use the link below or the link in chat if you want to get a nice discount on disc plates, if you're trying to get some people some last-minute gifts. When is the Winter Festival coming out? So the New World Winter event doesn't seem like it's coming today. It was supposed to. They didn't officially announce a date. They linked to a newworldfans.com website that published the news, and it said that it was starting today and running until January the 11th. But it seems as though they're having to push it back, likely linked to all of the other big updates coming with the gypsum and everything else. Okay. It was fine. I just never used one. It was not my bag. Yeah, it's intense. It's intense. A lot of people don't like electric ones. And disc plate, somebody ordered disc plates the other day, Michael Jordan or something else. I got credit for it. It was just delayed, unless you went back a day later and did it. I did get credit for some Michael Jordan poster, and then 2 days later, someone bought a disc plate of like a car or something with my link. Thanks for reminding me. I have some Christmas disc plates to buy. Just make sure before you click the final checkout button that you're getting your discount. Some people have gone all the way through the sales funnel and it doesn't apply the discount. Like, you've got to click on my link and then go and add them or whatever, and it should give you a discount. Can't confirm I use mine every day and appreciate it. Nice. Pretty rad. Found out that they sell disc plates in South Africa. What's your code? I don't have a code. There's a link in chat that you click on or a link in the description below. And that should apply a discount at checkout. Before you are done and you go to hit done, like checkout all the way, and they're going to charge your card, make sure you're getting a discount. I ordered a couple last month. I used your link. I've been getting credit again. It wasn't there was a week where it seemed like it wasn't working. They just need to go to a code. It's so much simpler, but they're just unfortunately not set up for it. So it's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer that that's the case. But that's the situation that we're in, and we appreciate working with them. They continue to send me really, really dope ones. They like working with me. We sell them. We sell them very, very regularly. Okay. I'll get it worked out. Yeah, what worked out? The display thing or something else? Yeah, the displays behind Lono can be purchased here. 1 to 2 displays are 26% off. If you go for 3 or more, you get 36% off. That link should give you the discount. Yes. Yeah, I don't know when it applies the discount either. Like I don't know. Hang on, let me log out. I don't know when it applies the discount. I don't. And you can order any displays on the website. You can. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to add a Legend of Zelda one to my cart. I'm just going to click. It was down below as trending. All right, it's a medium. Add to cart, $44. Proceed to cart. Right? Yeah, 26% discount. It says discount code remove. It applied it immediately. There's a 26% discount that I can remove, and it says discount code. It doesn't show a code, but 26%. So instead of the item being $44, it's $32.50. You should know as soon as you look at your cart on Displate whether or not you're getting the discount. It's right there before I click the checkout button. It says discount 26%, and the price is slashed from $44 to $32.56. So, yeah. It's that easy. It's that easy. So I don't know why it's been confusing for folks. What? YouTube Premium gives us 1 free month, 1 free sub. Oh, please give us 1 free sub. Man, Freebird is a light year behind the live stream, I think. It applied at checkout. Thank you, Christina. Yo, what's good, Aaron? Yeah, a lot of you guys have been using my Amazon affiliate link, probably because Christmas shopping. And I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. We have some really, really good, really, really good deals right now that we're with some good companies that are really helping us. So thank you for that. It's extremely helpful. Sometimes when you're doing it on mobile, it will open a new window and it can mess up the discount. Oh, it's so easy to accidentally get behind live on mobile. That's why we try to have Nightbot, hit the thing every... I'm going to change that timer. Hang on a minute. I'm going to change that timer to just be check the lower left corner. It's redundant, and that maybe is why people ignore it. It just needs to say check the lower left corner for the red dot to ensure you are watching live. Submit. That'll be a little bit of a better timer. That's because that timer hits chat every once in a while, but it is pretty obnoxious. So it might be, it might be, it might be getting ignored because it's like visually just too busy. So I shortened it. Sometimes even typing in chat, you will get behind. Yeah, they got to work on some of that. They've really got to work on some of that. The live experience needs to be, smoothed over quite a bit. If they want more people watching live streams, for sure. Welcome to any and all new people. Great to have you here. Hope you become a regular. It's a good spot to call home. Thank you, Insanity. We have gotten, 30-something new subs today, so it's great to have new people clicking the sub button and hanging out. Hopefully you enjoy daily talk shows and just a good environment and a good vibe. In about 20 minutes or so, we will shift over to another stream. We'll do a second show, and we will be attempting to test out the new playlist updates to Halo Infinite. That might be a slightly shorter stream, though. We'll see. I don't know if I want to play that for super long. We were envisioning playing New World for a little bit and then switching and doing like 3 streams, but that's not going to happen. Because they treat it as a video. They don't treat it as a stream, so live isn't prioritized. My hope would be, keep in mind, 30 new subs, not 30 new members. Holy frick, 30 new members would be crazy. I think we've gotten... How many new members have we gotten today? 8 new members. That's actually really good. That's really good. We're inching closer and closer to 400 total members. But more subs is amazing. We really want to see 10K subs on the channel. So thank you to everybody who's helping that happen. What I think they're going to do, Eugene, is launch a whole new app. It'll be called YouTube Gaming. And that's where you'll watch live streams. I don't agree with that. I think it should be called YouTube Live, but whatever. They're clearly backing the idea of like YouTube/gaming. YouTube/gaming, right? Lono's code is even better than the current Christmas sale on Displate. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh. Buddha Buddha says, just hanging out, enjoying the show. Well, thank you. There it is. Check the lower left corner for the red dot to ensure you are watching live. That might actually get people's attention more than the other one. It was just too long. It was obnoxious. It was a little too much. It was a little too much. If you're worried about balancing in PvE versus PvE in New World, it's a bit of a tough task. But you know what's always balanced? Rageless Roast with the balanced acidity and honey undertones. Get yours now. You the man, Chest Pain. You the man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Let's check on this. Let's check on this. Yeah, solid. Solid day. Solid day. That short that they wanted us to do the other day, whatever. They want us to do shorts on like the Game Awards. Yeah, no thanks. Just want to announce that I downed all the Dark Souls 3 bosses as of yesterday, optional and DLC. Game is an absolute masterpiece, but yes, bunch of cheap BS in some of those fights and locations. Don't at me. Nate says, coming out of my lurking shadow to say hello. Love the vibes you bring, Lono. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. We really, really have. Man, we've come a long way. We've come a long way. We got a lot of different things that we cover, and it feels really, really good. Just so I'm not sure I miss anyone, our external partners are 80s Tees, Control Freak, Displate, Amazon, M-Teeth, and Epic. Yes. Yes. 80s and Displate being the most important. And then Control Freak, Amazon, M-Teeth, and Epic. Yep, that's all of them. February is packed. Are you covering Dying Light 2, Elden Ring, and Forbidden West? I don't know about Dying Light, but the other two, yes. Here's a short for the Game Awards. Why no Ratchet and Clank? Well, my short on the Game Awards was Ratchet and Returnal got robbed. It made no sense. It made no sense, Alfalfa. It was like, what? How does Ratchet get nothing? It just, I don't know. Today's stream has been a strong 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Well, thank you. I feel like ever since right before, like the week before Thanksgiving and when we came back, I don't know, like the vibe in the channel, I feel different. The channel feels different. We've got some big decisions to make about some other things, but this channel is exactly what we want. Like, it's just been excellent. Like, we committed to a formula and we kind of niched down, and it took almost 2 full months to see the results of that. It did. It was tough. We were kind of scared bringing the live show over here, but it's gone exceptionally well, you know? It's gone very, very well. You got to play Dark Souls 3. It's a must-have experience. I don't know if it's a must-have, though, because if people don't like those kind of games, they're not going to get past the first boss. They're just going to be irritated. I think just getting the truth out there made you feel at ease. I think that might be part of it, Aaron. It was just like, all right, that's it. I went back down into the trenches, and I pulled out all the things and all the skulls, skeletons, and scorpions that you need to see, and I'm done. I'm done. You know, this weekend, if anything, was proof that, like, none of you are worth it. The people in that community, none of you are worth it. You're just wretched and awful, and I don't care about you anymore. Whatever you did for Halloween needs to be a ritual from now on. You found yourself again right about that time. Halloween. What did I do for Halloween? I hung out with a family, good friends of ours. I don't know. I have no desire to play Dark Souls 3 when Elden Ring is coming. I don't know, Eugene. I could see you getting into January and being like, let me take a crack at Dark Souls 3. You do all that New Game Plus stuff, though, so you might not have to. I thought he was talking to us for a second. Yeah, I needed to clarify. I was like, that community. Yeah, that's right. I'll recommend anybody who's not a fan of Dark Souls formula to watch Fightin' Cowboys walkthrough. It's a game changer, and it opens up the lower skill level like mine. I'm definitely not a get good Dark Souls 3 fanboy. Right. This weekend was appalling. You being slammed. Yeah, and he left that as his top tweet. He wouldn't say anything, like, all weekend. He wouldn't say anything all weekend, Ink. Like, just a picture into that man. Just a picture into who he is. I don't think he might not have tweeted anything since. Let me check. He retweeted. Yeah, he retweeted Destiny 2. That's all he's done. Like, there you go. There you go. Just, you know what I mean? Just terrified. And so easily and so quick to deflect and distract people. Just such a dishonest man. Where's Abe to cry that Lono doesn't love us? Yeah, Abe's not been here today to mess with me. He hasn't been here this morning. Fighting Cowboy is fantastic at builds and guides for all types of harder games. Yeah. Maybe they were told to STFU. I don't know. Maybe. I think they both need replaced. I think they're terrible. Worst CMs I've ever seen. Just awful. They both need to be replaced. And good luck getting hired by anybody even close to that size ever again. Division 2 content's been delayed. Sad face. Yeah, Wheezy put that in the Discord yesterday. Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. They all got blasted when they tried to virtue signal. Well. Yeah, exactly. Hold us accountable. Well, wait. No, not like that. Do it in a way that we can look good. The new female CM's just as bad, though. I really did everything I could to drive that home yesterday. I think people need to pay close attention. People need to pay very close attention. That CM was already out in the public spinning it. Like, go watch my stream from yesterday. Her and the rest of them are out there just being spin artists. They're not honest people. They should not be trusted. Division 2 delay is good. February is jam-packed. So they had their sights on February. Jiminy Christmas. Well, then, yeah, they need to get out of there. They wouldn't survive that. My gosh. Do they have a tentative date of when it's going to land? Do they have a tentative date of when Division 2 stuff's going to land? Yeah, Arch Enigma. That's her, yeah. She was the one that immediately brought attention to being like, this is about women and minorities. I was like, what the frick are you talking about? No, it's not. That's not what the article said. You're just out here spinning it to make it look like it's about that because you know the culture will celebrate that. You're another dishonest person. I don't trust you. You're not trustworthy. Masters of Spinjitzu. There you go. New Blood really thought she was going to be a good thing. I don't trust her. I think she's dishonest. I think she tried to shut me up and she tried to spin it almost immediately. And then she DM'd me and was like all like, oh, pity me. This has been such a traumatic day. And like manipulated my emotions to make me feel bad for her. And then when I looked back on it with like some sobriety and some clarity, I was like, you're not trustworthy. That's not trustworthy behavior. After the second Gothix interview, you seem to have an extra vigor and direction for your content. More collaboration with her wouldn't hurt. I like watching both of you discuss topics together. Yeah, I saw that Mylan's video got picked up by PC Gamer. I retweeted the PC Gamer article. I didn't want to draw any attention to Mylan's video because everybody would act like everything I do gets twisted. So I was like, I don't even know. I even sent him a message. I was like, look, man, I don't know what you think of me, but like I told people to support your video and to not include me in any of the comments. Like, just support you and your story. You know, and I hope you can see that I mean it. It's like, I'm sorry this happened to you, and I want to support you, but I couldn't tweet about it. Yeah, I like Vanessa as well. I don't agree with her on a lot of stuff, and maybe that would make for a better video. The two of us not agreeing on something. Most of the people get their jobs because of who they know, Aaron. I don't think those people are getting their jobs because they deserve them. It's because of connections. Thought she would be different since she's new? No. We talked about this so much yesterday. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes. They're all falling into the same mantra, homie. They're all falling into the same, let's spin this, let's hide the truth, and make ourselves look good. She's falling into marching orders. The fact that she came out of a meeting that day and hit the public, and that was her approach, was to spin it and make it about women and persons of color, that came from Bungie. She did that as far as the direction and the tone that the company set. Pete Parsons had all these statistics about women and underrepresented communities for the interview. They're already spinning the narrative. As soon as it hit the ground, they were spinning the narrative. They don't want people to see what I tweeted about this morning. Go check one of my most recent tweets and videos about how this is being spun into a positive, so everybody claps and cheers for them. No. They're not to be trusted. That company is not to be trusted. They have already, in the immediate wake of it, they've spun it and misled the community about it. And they were happy to make it look like I was interjecting myself into the scenario. They were happy to deflect and have hate poured out on me. The big, brave, valiant, Cosmo was so quick to retweet me. So all weekend long, what did people see? They saw me. He gets to deflect and be like, look at this guy. Instead of facing it, owning it, and being a man of integrity, he's just another dishonest man with zero integrity. They're all liars. They're all dishonest. They're not honest people. They're spinning it. And they were happy. They were happy to deflect the community's hate on me so that they could be like, yeah, we're just trying to do good things for women and minorities, and this guy's being a big jerky jerk face. It's all a game, bro. It's all a game to them. They don't care. There's no true virtue to be found in any of them. It's all a game. And you can see it in the way that DMG interacted with the other guy, like trying to make an apology about him so he looks good. It's all a freaking game. Hindsight's 2020. I should have kept my mouth shut because I gave them exactly what they needed. A big giant villain distraction so they could be like, yeah, this guy over here making it about him. I gave them what they wanted. And the only silver lining is they all look terrible to anybody outside the Destiny community. Anybody looking from the outside in's like, These guys are acting like a bunch of children and jerks. They're not handling this with grace and accountability. They're being jerks. The public is watching. I don't care if the Destiny community hates me more than they already do. Oh no. People that hate me said they hate me again. You don't affect me, bruh. You already don't like me. The public's watching. And y'all fumbled this ball. You fumbled it and then stepped in it. So, well done. Like, you can deflect and make the community look at me all you want. You can do that till the cows come home. Anybody not in the Destiny community from the outside looking in is like, what the frick's going on over there? Why aren't they handling this head on, face on, in true accountability? Why are they roping in this guy and trying to deflect and make people look at him? If you're not a part of that community and that like cult following in that game, nobody's looking at that scenario, and neither of those community managers look like they're worth anything. They look bad to anybody on the outside. Unless you got like journalists in your pocket, because the one journalist was like getting up my nose, and I'm like, you don't have any journalistic integrity if you won't actually look into this and hear my side. I watched Upper Echelon's video. Yeah, that's not my side. You clearly haven't heard my side if you think that's my side. That was Upper's video. That wasn't my video. But there you go. That's a video game journalist for you. I watched Upper's video. That was my research. I'm sorry, what? Like, so you're going to write a treatise on... Okay, thank you. They released that claim. You gonna write a treatise on Shakespeare and just read a Cliff's Notes that somebody else wrote? 100% facts. People from the outside the Destiny community look at the community like they're total weirdos. Yeah. I wouldn't expect to get any new content creators, any new community members. I wouldn't expect anybody to even want to replace your community managers because they should be replaced. Who wants to work at a company like that? You're clearly manipulating your CMs to go out and spin this for you. Do you want to go and work for a company like that? I sure wouldn't. They pay people to be silent about abuse. They're still protecting and hiding abusers. And then they put their CMs out there to spin it. Do you want to go and work for a company like that? I wouldn't want to go and work for a company like that. That's putrid. To be fair, that's how I passed high school English. I did the reports off the Cliff Notes. Yeah. Yeah, there is Dauntless. Yeah, it's a Dirty Effing Hippie. She's one of the new CMs. And she tried to shut me up real quick. Because they didn't appreciate the fact that I was like, your toxic culture's affected so many people. Like, go watch Mylan's video. You know what I'm saying? I had a very similar phone call with the Bungie employee that he had. Very similar phone call. And look what happened to me. Look what happened to me. When I stood my ground, I was retaliated against. It's a toxic culture of retaliation and lies and gossip and slander. That's their culture, and it hasn't changed. Because when I called them out, I was like, yeah, last year you lied to the public about me, and you signal boosted and amplified the pain and the harassment I had to endure. I'm holding you accountable. What part wasn't true? And then when I tell them what part isn't true, crickets. Yeah, you said this thing. It wasn't true. Do you have a response to that? No, because you're a coward with no integrity. That's why. Kuda Papa. Yeah, that was her name before she was a CM Greenside. You'd be surprised how common that kind of thing is for a CM position. It's essentially someone higher makes the call, CMs are the front, and they take the heat. Yeah, if you think that they walked out into the public and immediately started spinning that situation just because they felt like it, no, they were directed to do that. They were directed to do that. Do your own research. Proceeds to watch a YouTube opinion piece. Yeah, exactly. What a great journalist. Everything's better with the chicken breakfast bowl. Did you go get it, Josh? Zubair was worried. The thing with toxicity and dysfunction is that they will always react the same dysfunctional way. It's a reflex. Yeah, you could see it. Like, they just immediately were like, well, we need to spin this and lie. That's what they did. Their instinct. Cosmo's instinct was to deflect and be dishonest and to spin. That's what his instinct was. His instinct wasn't to say, you know, well, we'll further look into this because, you know, we want our public statements to be, you know, clear and honest and not misrepresentative. Like, go look into it. Like, you said something public that wasn't true. Go look into it. You're not going to go look into it because you don't care. The truth doesn't matter to you because the truth is not found in you. So, we need to switch. We need to switch to Halo. Ooh, well, that was a good one. This vid's going to hit over 3 hours. Not that it matters. There's nothing contained in it about the actual event because the event didn't happen. Let me give you guys a link. We're going to go over and wait for the update in Halo. Let's see here. Makes sense why they use personal accounts. Well, yeah, and then, I don't know. I think they need to cut them all loose. Like, she was probably doing what she was told, so she doesn't need to go, but Cosmo's dishonest and has lied to the public about a public figure, me, and the other guy is just completely unprofessional and unhinged, and his recent exchange with that guy is a reason to let him go. I don't know why you would keep somebody like that on staff. Yeah, and a real question you should ask is, if Bungie got rid of the retaliation culture and the toxic culture, why has not a single content creator covered it? Because they're friggin' terrified. They are terrified to cover it because of retaliation. It's still a toxic and retaliatory company and culture. It is. That's why nobody will cover it. Not a single person will cover it. Go and look. Go to YouTube and look. Nobody's covering it. Nobody. Paul Tassi covered it with kid gloves on because he doesn't want to lose his early access press coverage. He's the only one that covered it. If I'll ever cover a game consistently, Seeker of Justice, we rotate games in and out. Like today, we kind of covered New World, Halo, Lost Ark when it comes out, Elden Ring from Software Games. Lucky made a video on it. Lucky doesn't count. Bungie would never work with him ever. Like, he doesn't count. He's already a pariah. That would be like giving me credit for covering it. Like, Bungie will never work with him. He's already on their crap list. You should really wonder, like, IGN and Tassi are both like in their pocket, and they're the only ones that covered it, and they covered it in a very positive light. This is spin from the bottom to the top. Not a shred of transparency, not a shred of accountability. They're using their media mouthpieces to spin it. They're using their CMs to spin it. They're not to be trusted. They're not to be trusted. That explains why it was said that if he would have kept his mouth shut. Oh, that's such a good point, Egnarts. That's exactly right. Why do you think Goth said that? Yeah, if Lono would have kept his mouth shut, he would have kept his purple channel. Why do you think he said that? Because he probably knows. He didn't have anything to do with it, but he probably knows who did. He probably knows, yeah, Bungie's retaliatory, man. You clap back like that, and they're retaliation company. They retaliated and got my purple channel taken from me. You know, got banned from Destiny. Goth said the same thing, used the same phrase. Should have kept his mouth shut. Now, why would he say that? Because he's of the same mind. He knows how Bungie operates. It was, well, yeah, he got banned from Destiny. He wouldn't keep his mouth shut. And so he got banned. I was telling Creature yesterday, because we're waiting on Halo anyway. I was telling Creature yesterday, I was like, if I would have just been quiet and just kept streaming Destiny on YouTube, I never would have gotten banned, but an innocent person just can't help it. You can't help but scream about the injustice, right? Now, a guilty person would have been like, holy frick, I got to keep my YouTube channel. I tricked the public. I'll just keep on streaming Destiny over here. right? If I was guilty, that's what I would have done. I'd have been like, well, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I don't want to misstep. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to give myself away. I'll just stream Destiny over here on YouTube and keep quiet. That's what a guilty person would have done. Would have kept his head down. I couldn't help myself, right? Couldn't help myself. It was too irritating. It was too upsetting. It was too frustrating. I had to say the truth. I had to stand up for myself. And me doing that got me retaliated against and got me banned from the game. I actually agree with Goth on this. If I would have kept my mouth shut, I would have never gotten banned from Twitch. I would have never gotten banned from Destiny. A guilty person would have been like, I'm not saying anything. Head down, silence. And then I just would have crept back onto purple like a month later. Same thing with Destiny. Holy frick, what a nuclear bomb went off in my lap. Well, I still have my YouTube channel. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, keep my head down, and stream Destiny. And I'd be streaming it right now. I'd be streaming that game right now. When you're guilty, that's what you would do. An innocent person just can't help it. It's like it's inside me. It's like I must speak the truth. I must speak against this injustice that's been done to me. Like I ranted about this yesterday. I don't care about the optics. I don't care what people think. I don't care if you hate me more. I don't care if you think I'm mishandling this. Like, I can't keep it in. And that's why I got banned from the game. And that's why there's not a single content creator out there right now talking about the Bungie issue, because it is still a company and a community of retaliation and toxicity. They haven't changed. You play Destiny? I used to play it and cover it full time, yes. Yeah, I used to. And Bungie mishandled a situation in June pertaining to me. I continued to speak out about it well into this year, and in February of this year, they banned me from their game. I never broke a single line of their TOS, but they just didn't like me drawing attention to the fact that they had CMs that had lied to the public and that they had a hand in what happened. They didn't want people sniffing around to think through, because, you know, it's funny. The people who were like publicly investigating everything that was said about me, they were suddenly coming up with the theory that Bungie is the one that had something to do with it. And the minute that theory hit the air, and I was like, I think that's ridiculous. I can't imagine Bungie having anything to do with it. The minute that narrative hit the air, that's when I lost my verification badge on Twitter, and that's when I got banned from Destiny. As soon as people got close, it was like, wait a minute, hang on. This smells like Bungie was involved. Everything we've combed over, all the statements made, all the people involved, this seems like Bungie was involved. As soon as they got close, you know, the sniffing dog got close to the drugs. Boom. Lost my verification badge and got banned from the game. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. There's always at least one CM that's entirely full of themselves. Yeah. So, that's where we are. And then we covered their toxic culture yesterday. And I did my absolute best to show that they are still not being honest with the public. They still have a community and a company of toxicity and retaliation. And all you have to do is see the way that they reacted to me, see the way that they spun this in the public, see the way that they handled the interview, see the way that, like, all those things. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to see. The official New World Twitter account liked my live stream tweet. Oh, gosh. About today's event. Well, when's it happening, guys? I appreciate the Twitter love, but when's it happening? I feel you. I have a lot of disputes with my boss because I can't deal with the injustices, and when I'm right, I don't shut up. I'm not afraid of anyone. Right. The truth just overtakes you. That's right. That is exactly right. You can't keep it bottled up. The truth overtakes you. Like, you can't stay silent about it. It's so difficult. So difficult. They liked it because it's not happening. Hey, J-Stub, we weren't kidding the other day. We think it'd be really, really great. They could do a weekly State of the Game show, and I'm happy to interview them. If they want on-air talent to do the interviews, because they, facing the public's kind of awkward, I'd be happy to do that. We'll start offering that to developers. Like, look, we'll be the on-air talent. We'll interview you. You don't have to do anything. I'll prepare the questions. You can approve the questions, and then we can do a weekly show where you can talk about what's going on in the game. Are we shocked that glorified Reddit moderators are behaving this way? Right. They liked it because it's not happening. Narcissists feel a sense of entitlement that the normal rules don't apply to them because they're special. People that protest should just realize how special the narcissist is. If you guys are tuning in, I'm sorry, we got way off the rails here, Frick. If you're tuning in for the New World Winter event, it doesn't appear to be happening today. I was waiting for them to say something on Twitter. They haven't. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. It seems like it's getting punted potentially to tomorrow. If it gets punted to tomorrow, we will obviously check it out. We will obviously cover it. There's lots of updates coming with the gypsum and the high water marks getting adjusted. So there's also an update in Halo that we're going to be shifting gears to check out. We bypassed the 3-hour mark, so there's no point in caring now. No wonder why you reeled me into your stream. Captivating content, super engaged in the community, and transparent. I'll officially be here more often. Well, I appreciate that. Winter Fest is going to be released 2022 spring. Me being here for New World content? No, I'm here for Lono's smooth voice. Frickmas, thank you so much, Real Boards. Whatever happened to the person that talked to you on Twitter regarding Star Citizen? I followed him on Twitter. We can interact and we could set up like an interview or something. We'll probably do that before the next big update comes out. We'll try and schedule like an episode where not the day that it launches, but like the day before the next big Star Citizen update. I could like say, hey, what's going on? What's the reason, to check this out? So we definitely want to look into covering that game as well. If you're new and tuning in, we cover lots of different games here. It's basically a variety gaming talk show Monday through Friday. Cover a lot of New World. We cover From Software games. We've been covering Elden Ring on Fridays. That's our From Fridays. So that day is From Software in theme, playing through Sekiro in the afternoons for the first time ever. Covering Halo stuff when Lost Ark comes out. Even some Star Citizen potentially. Bungie needs to include Lono's case as part of their investigation, otherwise it's just lip service. Right, exactly. Are the claims credible? Was the public behavior of your employees acceptable? No, claims weren't credible, and no, the public behavior of your employees was not professional or acceptable. You can't just go out and lie to 200,000 people and then be like, yeah, well, it's true. You can't do that. If I can prove that it's not true. My favorite song by Harris Heller is Shroud's Beard, and yes, that's the actual title. That's lovely. I think what we'll do is in about 9 minutes, we'll shift to the Halo stream, maybe. Just because a lot of people are coming in right now, probably looking for the New World Winter event and just kind of seeing, is it happening today? We're probably going to have to do a New World Winter event gameplay stream tomorrow. I don't think it's hitting today. I'm waiting for them to tweet some formal announcement about it. 4 days ago, newworldfans.com had an article about it saying it was landing today and running until January the 11th. And, we're not really sure what's going on. Team is working on bettering communication. It's an ongoing thing for sure. Well, I would be happy to consult and lend my services, J-Stub. I'm not kidding. I'll sign NDAs. I would be happy to consult and think through what maybe a weekly or monthly live stream could look like. What on-air talent could bring to a stream like that, even if it's an hour. You sit down with me, We got approved questions. I'll let you guys talk about what's coming, what's going on. I don't know. I think there's a place for that. I do. I really, really do. So I'm happy to consult and give ideas. If they don't want to use me as the on-air talent, maybe they want to use somebody bigger. That's fine. I'd still be happy to consult on just communication funnels. I covered Destiny for 6 freaking years, and like or dislike that company, they've been good at those aspects. Thank you so much, Way of the Road. What's good, 30? I'm here for the Old World Spring update. Is this the correct stream? That's right. I don't even play the game and they're annoying me, says Zubair. That's good. Thanks to all the new subs today. If you subscribe, it allows you to talk in chat. We had a poll at the top of the chat. Let me unpin what's up there right now. We had a poll at the top of the chat about if you were going to check out the update or not. What kind of results did we get on that poll? We got 1,000 votes. It was a 50-50 split, basically. 55-45. It was 55-45 split. Yes and no. Right down the middle, virtually. Of people that would check it out and would not be checking out the New World Winter event update. New World Update isn't coming. New World Update, 11 out of 10 must buy. There you go. The bear has the sexiest voice in the community, well after mine. Really? I'll take your word for it, Rad. No Amazon Prime on the Frickmas delivery in New World? No, They're not. That's just silly. There's calling them a satanic company. Like there's no reason to fly off into hyperbole. That doesn't help. Yo, the Real Board's coming in with a new membership. That is 10 new members for the day. Thank you so much. Pushing us closer to that member count hitting 400. Thank you very, very much. You see that apparently Halo Infinite has a save wiping glitch? Oh, yay. Goody gumdrops. He spoke during Halo, and I was like, and I'm telling you, Rad, you've been hovering, you've been idling at like a 9. I don't know what it is, but you've been idling pretty high lately. That's absolutely not true. It's a solid voice for radio, but it's not getting one hot and bothered. Rad seems easy to tip over these days. I don't know what it is, dude. She's on some kind of a different diet or something. Oh, man. She definitely raises the temperature in the room. I'm 6 months pregnant. What do you want? Nothing. Nothing. No, nothing. No, I'm fine. You're great. You're wonderful. You're just, you look good, and I mean you're strong, and I'm scared. Everything's fine here. Everything's fine, everybody. Lono just poked a pregnant woman, right in her eye, like ticked her off. You open this door, Lono. I'm not helping you. That's right. She's 6 months pregnant. Well, here's the thing, Rad. This mood that you're in, I don't dislike the mood, by the way, just so we're clear. I'm sure your husband thinks it's great too. This mood that you're in will switch in about 2 months. It'll be a very different mood. Don't you look at me. Right now, you think he's the cat's meow. In about 2 months, you'll be thinking he's a wet dog. It'll be very different. It'll be very, very different. Use your code. It looks big. Yeah, I need to puff up, make myself look bigger. Finally got your hands on a PS5. Well, congratulations. Poor husband's like, do you have an off button? Yeah, that off button's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. You did this to me. That's right. Just tell him to enjoy it, because It's like hibernating, right? Like like an animal, it stores up all this stuff for when it goes into hibernation, and that's what he needs to think in that realm. Like, right? He's storing up because he's gonna have to hibernate for a while. He's gonna have to hibernate. We're safe for work, but we certainly will do the whole like when you watch like a kid's cartoon and they put jokes in there that only the adults get. Yeah, I try my best to do that. Would love to check out some of those PS5 games on my PS5. Timmy's dad, if I had one. Right. You cried about a bagel the other day? I mean, I would cry about a bagel if the mood was right. Are you going to be tweeting and subtweeting about this in like 2 years? I'm taking notes. Yeah, her twit longer's already got a rough draft. She's ready. 2 years from now. Here it comes. Okay, let's switch. Let's switch and get some momentum on this Halo thing. Let's switch. That update should go live in about 30 minutes. All right, we're switching gears. There's a link in chat in the event that the live redirect doesn't work. Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Going to be checking out the Halo Infinite Modes update that is going live today in the game. Now, the first 30 minutes or so of this stream will be us sort of waiting for that update to go live. It's not in the game yet. I went live around 12:30 just to kind of get everybody in and get everybody ready and thinking about it and sort of waiting for it. I also will be doing a redirect from the previous stream and bringing people over. This morning we discussed the New World Winter event